The, the Scottish Sandy Bells.
Oh.
Get back in.
Good. How are you? No, I don't agree. I have a voice for if you want to listen to a little kid tell terrible jokes. Why?
I love that. I am, yes.
I can't find it now. It's gone.
Oh, piss off, Josh.
Oh.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh no, I'm on our ooh.
Go.
But there's only 6 people watching.
Sounds good. What, the texture or the talking? Right.
Can you hear me? I don't want to have it not. Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. I think most of the world has a better English accent than a guy from Scotland. What? How do you forget that I'm American? Yeah, I feel like I look the most American that any American can ever look. It's because I had to take all the guns behind me down. That was part of the rules. Hi, my name's Jenny, and I'm gonna tell some jokes, and you're gonna judge me, which is funny because that's how normally like the world works, but this time I'm asking you to, which is a very strange thing. I don't like the term dumpster fire because I don't think it's used very well. It's a term that means like a chaotic and disastrous mishandled situation. But like if I was gonna have a fire, I feel like the dumpster is a good place to have it. It's like it's safe and it's not gonna spread and hurt people. And like if it's gonna burn stuff, it's stuff already in a dumpster, so it's already trash and stuff. So I've decided that I'm gonna take it as a compliment when my therapist calls me a dumpster fire. No, it's hard to tell jokes without any response, so I'm just gonna pause for laughter. Okay. I don't I don't trust jellyfish because they're liars. They're not made out of jelly, and they're also not fish. It's true. But the cool thing about them is that their mouth is also their anus, which is kind of cool and fun information. But what I didn't know was that um, a jellyfish would have so much in common with Donald Trump. Um, I'm American. Um, I'm sorry, but I have to make one joke about it so people don't talk to me afterwards about my red hat and stuff. Um, I I don't get offended. I'm a bigger girl. It's part of being American, and I don't get offended by fat jokes. Like so long as they're funny, it's totally fine. But I get really pissed when people like use the phrase "you have to be the bigger person." I don't I don't think that being plus size makes someone a better person. It's just maybe I am just better than you, not based on my size, but you maybe set the bar too low. I'm not supposed to be mean, but I've been trying to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace lately, a few things, and I don't think I realized how stupid the average person is. I imagine a person, and like 50% of people are stupider than that, but I think that you have to like fail an IQ test in order to be on Facebook Marketplace or something. Because I had friends asked me if I had the original sales receipt and warranty information for my 6-year-old toaster that was on sale for €7. No, no. And also, no, you cannot come over and visit my roller skates, Janice. You either buy them or you don't. I don't. But then I'm on Facebook Marketplace, so I guess I fit right in. I'm gonna, it's very hard not to just make terrible jokes. My brain goes all the way in circles and I don't get to control what comes out of my mouth. Shapewear is like a human sausage casing. Yeah. People with pet birds, I think it's cool that you have a bird, but a lot of times it makes them talk about it a lot about their bird, and I don't care. It doesn't really make them special. It just means that you're okay with like a sky weasel crapping all over your floor. But you do you, bro. When I grew up, I always wanted to be a person of interest because I wasn't very exciting, and I thought that it sounded really good. I heard it on the news, but then I found out what was really awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Sounds so sure.
really enjoyed it. I just felt really bad because you did look uncomfortable, but you covered so many topics. I absolutely loved the jellyfish Donald Trump joke. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. How long have you been doing comedy?
About a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
But
And how do you normally, like, when you go up on stage, like, what's your sort of mindset when you go on stage?
I'm an uncomfortable human being, and so I just am an uncomfortable human being, honestly.
So that's not sort of a character, that's basically you. Okay. And do you get normally a good reaction for that?
I don't get beat up very often.
You are naturally funny, and some, you know, and you've obviously put a lot of thought into your material. I think you do need to learn to relax more, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. I think you're absolutely brilliant. And yeah, you, like I said, you covered a lot of the whole dumpster fire thing. I was like, where is she going with this? Try not to be too hard on yourself. But yeah, I enjoyed that, and so far, out of the two people, I think so far you're my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm from the ghetto. I'm from a place called Compton.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Legitimately. So but it's really hard to make that funny without being racially insensitive.
That was my first question. Did you know Dr. Dre?
Not personally, but like we ran in the same circles.
It shows.
So but yeah, so I'm a little bit interesting and different that way, but I like Belgium. I'm glad to be here. I'm raising a kid here. I like it. but I don't go back because of things now.
Are the schools better in Belgium, or are you just worried about the shootings?
Yeah, 50-50. You don't have to worry about shootings when you have your own gun, usually, which is how it works where I grew up. But no, the schools are terrible. I have such huge like gaps in my knowledge base. It's a shame. Instead of like taking us to geography class, we went to the mall and had our teeth whitened. Like, we didn't study the important stuff.
Good job you didn't live up to any stereotypes then.
No, I mean, word. What did you say? In Belgium? Or to the mall? The mall you had to. Yeah, if you didn't have one, you could just rent one when you went there. But no, I can't bring a gun here. Belgium is not happy about that. But you can absolutely buy one in like, Ukraine, and then you just drive. But I don't think anybody should do that, because that would be a terrible thing to do. Okay. Well,
Feel
thanks.
like they're warming up to you, like warming up to the concept. There's still a few teething issues, but yeah, no, that was a strong setup. So yeah.
Well, it was fun. It's my first Gong Show. Oh, well, your test results came back, and I'm sorry about the gonorrhea. But
don't you have sex to get a STI? You can't catch it from your hands, can you?
Not twice.
oh, well, he has a special case.
And special needs.
It's
called
just special.
athlete's hand gonorrhea. It's a very Well, thanks for having me. Oh, I'm on tomorrow. Anytime you guys are in Brussels, look me up. I'm all over the place. I get to perform a lot. Pretty lucky. But I hope I'll come visit you guys someday in London and come and do some shows and be uncomfortable in front of you live. Oh, I'm sorry. Wherever you are in jolly England.
You're not even in England.
Awesome.
Well done,
Thanks for
sweetheart.
having me. Bye, guys.
I'm just getting so many messages that nobody can hear you, Dan.
Yeah, they're saying you.
Yeah. We can see it moving, but no audio. Dan, I think he means your lips. Thanks, Kim. I love you too. Oh shit. Here we go.
Someone's saying they still can't hear you.
Fuck like my text skills when I've got my fucking mute on. Fuck me. Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh, wait, no audio, no audio. Dan, we can't hear you. Daniel, you're sexy. We want more of Dan. No audio. Oh, same thing. Right, well, I've just invited loads of people at once. Let's do one next one. Right, up next, Johnny Gray. Please unmute yourself when you start, and best of luck. Guys, mute yourselves. You alive, Johnny? Johnny, you alive? Is he frozen, literally in life, or
He's not a mime, is he?
it might be? It's a good way to
That
kill
was
the
quite
time,
dark.
isn't it? You know, we'll find out.
It's
He
a
might
wave.
full well be a mime. Right, guys, make sure your audio's working prior. Why can I judge someone being fucking audio?
Blame it on your
Hello.
tech team.
Right. So, guys, remember I spoke about when the silence.
Hello. Does anyone hear me?
Hey, loud and clear, brother. Off you go.
Ah, go. Right. So, hello everyone. I guess I'll just get right to it. Move that aside because don't need that. So yeah, hello. Thanks for having us on. My name's Johnny. I go by many names though. Just recently, my dad referred to me as Gandalf the drug dealer. So, you know, pick and choose what you name. I should apologise straight off, first off, because no audio to begin with. But also, once audio came on, suddenly sounded like I was John Richardson getting rimmed by a chipmunk. But I can't choose the voice I've got, can I? So there's that. I'm a Geordie. I'm born and raised in Newcastle. I don't drink alcohol though. I know that's the same as saying a Muslim family at an ADL rally, but I'm just saying we do exist. I do also suffer from a skin condition called psoriasis. It means I get these red patches and flare-ups on my face, my body. It's the main reason I have long hair and a beard, actually. Because if I didn't, I'd look like a Make-A-Wish kid who's overstayed the welcome. Luckily, though, I do have a wife. Well, I call her my wife. We're not married. We've just been together forever now. I don't know what else to call her. I think she has a name, but I've forgotten it at this point. Actually, speaking of wives, I was once best man at a wedding that took place on July 4th. That's also known as Independence Day. So I tried to incorporate that movie into my speech somehow when I was doing it. Unfortunately, punching the bride in the face and yelling "Welcome to Earth" wasn't as well received as I'd hoped it would be. Especially the dad. He was livid. Right, so on to news of the world, I guess. One of the biggest pieces of news that come out in the UK today has been the Online Safety Act. It's this new law that requires people who want to access sensitive and mature content online to scan their ID. A lot of people are against it, naturally, but I think it's a good thing because now thousands of kids are going to be protected from sleeping with your mum on COD. So there's that, of course. No, obviously I am against it. It's designed to censor. It's going to restrict a lot of conversations around stuff like the transgender movement or LGBTQ rights in general, which obviously it's wrong. It's also going to stop people who don't want their ID online from accessing like the more adult stuff like porn and other adult content as well. I don't know if there's any other adult content other than porn. I've never checked. But in a weird way, the Online Safety Act, to me, is bringing transgender and anti-transgender communities together. Because if you think about it, the transgender community is going to be against this because it treats them as too mature for the general public. But that's obviously not the case, otherwise it wouldn't be so popular in pantomimes, would they? So they're obviously going to be against it. And the anti-transgender community would be against the act too. Because if anyone doesn't want to be ID'd to access their porn, it's going to be the anti-transgender community. They don't want the government knowing what type of pornography they're into, especially if it's transgender pornography, because let's be honest, probably is for most of them. I've even checked, there's only 0.5% of transgender people within the UK community, one transgender porn actress alone has had over 50 million views on Pornhub. Numbers aren't adding up. Someone's watching them. Just saying. So, I don't know. Maybe this online safety act is good. Maybe it becomes the catalyst of transgender and anti-transgender communities coming together in harmony to uniting towards a bigger movement. I mean, it's doubtful, granted. There's glass half full, and then there's glass half full because of blood because you stabbed a crackhead in the neck with it. No, I tell you what, I can't help it though. I've always been naively hopeful. When I was young, I once got really drunk and asked the local pizza place for £20 worth of cocaine. And even though they told me they don't sell cocaine, I persisted because I was hopeful. I really wanted to try cocaine. You know what I got out of that persistence though? I got 20p worth of flour masquerading as £20 worth of cocaine because I was hopeful. So, if
Cheers,
there's
Johnny
anything
Gray. That was brilliant. The voting poll messed up a bit. I do love, because I'm watching the chat on this, I do. Everyone was sort of more interested in the yawning cat in the background.
Oh my God, my cat's there. Hi.
Sort of stole the show a little bit.
Oh God, you have to show us up, didn't you? You have to steal the show. Go on then.
I mean, also, I am happy that Kimberly's transsexual porn's taking off finally. So, you know,
Yeah.
she's doing
Thank
well.
you so much for the views. I'm glad everyone's bypassing with their VPNs. So yeah. Cheers.
So, what sort of porn do you watch, Johnny, if it's not transgender?
Oh, all sorts, mate. All sorts. Hentai, bukkake, anything that sounds vaguely Japanese, I guess, really
Classics.
is where I get my kicks off.
Like
Do you want a
Shibari
cat
and all
watch
that.
or not?
We love the cat a bit more. I mean, the one thing I always found quite funny about the VPN, not that I'm a masturbator because of the arm, but when you do it, not that anyone should know this, it says make sure you're in a well-lit area.
Yeah.
Well, that's nighttime fun. Where you just couldn't like walk out into like the garden to have a wank just to get your face recognised. I think it's brilliant. So, how long have you been doing comedy for?
It's coming up to a year now, actually. Started last November on my brother's birthday. I just wanted to get out of getting him a present. So, yeah, been doing it since then. Just been on and off trying to get gigs here and there. It's bloody hard in Newcastle, though, I tell you. There's only like 2 open mic night places, and it's very rare I'm able to get on. So, yeah, no, working hard, doing the grind and all that.
I thought you was Welsh when you first came on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never been good at the Geordie accent, like, but my family, they're pure Geordie. It sounds like an episode of Off Weiderson Pet half the time.
Are there any accents you're good at?
Oh, barely English.
Do you do Indian?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'd love to get myself cancelled. Yeah. Why
do
not
your
hire
Indian.
someone there? You know, I'll go Russian, do a bit Asian in there for you.
Yeah. Right. Every accent I do ends up going back to Indian, no matter what. No matter how hard I try. Kimberly, Danny, what were your thoughts?
Absolutely interesting to watch. You just knew way too much about anti-trans and transgender porn. I mean, I was fascinated, but you really went into detail. Like I felt like I was watching a TED talk at one point. But yeah, so you did raise some good points, and nothing too offensive. I like your vibe. What did your girlfriend think of all your comedy?
Oh, she's made up. It's fine.
Yeah, excellent.
No,
Okay.
she likes it. She's upstairs. I quickly run this set through with her. Yeah, no, she seems really supportive about it all. Much more supportive than my family, that's for sure. But never mind on them. They grew up in different times, you see. So if it's not a gollywog on screen, it's not funny to them, you know.
Right, yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, no, definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, just need to work on your delivery a little bit, but yeah, you definitely got some interesting points. So yeah, well done.
Oh, thank you.
Danny?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Have you ever thought about starting your own night if there's not much chance of open mics round by you?
Wait, while I was setting this all up, because I didn't think I was going to be able to turn my phone into a webcam for this, so I do have my, I know you said no plugin, but I do have my own YouTube channel, so I'm probably going to start hiding stuff on there now. Probably do my own sets, like just get my name out there a bit more.
Yeah, why not? What else have I got? I tried to make notes as we were going. Psoriasis and white powder in bags. That sounds good. Where you said you don't drink, is that by choice or?
That's where you lost me.
Kind of, yeah. It's a bit by choice. I drunk heavily when I was a kid, like from 18 to 23. It was just non-stop drinking and anything I could get my hands on type of thing. So just kind of cooled off in my later years.
It's not a long time frame though.
Oh, no, but you gotta
maybe if
remember
you
I'm a
stuck at
Geordie,
it,
so
it
it's
might have got
very heavy
better.
drinking.
I'm 33 now. Sorry for all you old fucks out there. I've been going since 14, and you get better with age of doing it.
You do. Your tolerance builds up. I'm 42 and I'm an expert now. Just ignore the sprained ankle I got over the weekend.
So maybe you gave up
wait,
too
okay, I'll
early.
start drinking again.
Yes, that's what we want from this. I want you to become an alcoholic again.
Yeah.
So take one good thing at this. This is very hard to do with no audience. And me, who's got double chin staring at a screen trying to do some tech shit. You persevered regardless, and I thought that was fucking amazing. So,
You didn't let it put you off, so well done.
Yeah,
thank you.
Keep on keeping on. Cheers to that, Johnny.
No problem, guys. Thanks.
Woo!
So personally,
Yes.
I think the voting system's a bit fucked. It's not loading up in time because there's not enough time amount between people to do it.
What about after a minute? And that's 4 minutes then.
No, because it's not taking long enough to jump back onto it. So by the time the poll comes up, it's like 2 minutes in and it's not registering. I think what I'm going to do instead is keep it going like this. I'm watching the chat, and if there's outright hatred, then we stop them.
That sounds like a plan, yeah.
Guys, are we cool with that?
It sounds like it, yeah. Because it needs something a bit more definitive. Who's counting the Y's and the no's?
Who's what?
Who is counting the Y's and the no's?
I am. That's why I'm like just sitting there double chin looking at the other computer at the moment. So, yeah, look, I'll tell you what, let's keep moving on. Let's get the next one on. I mean, like I said, it's all learning curves at the moment. We were pushing it through. We've learned a lot from last week. We've learned even more from this week. Having 2 extra people to talk to them is absolutely fantastic. So let's move the next one. I'm looking at 3 here. Let's go for you. And now we play the waiting game. Turn your video on. There we go.
Hello, can you all hear me?
Perf. Joe, you're the most audible one of the night. So it's not the system. It's these old bastards and the one with the sexy cat. It's their problem, not ours. Go.
All right, as you guys may or may not be able to tell from looking at me, I am an IVF baby. If you know what IVF is, it's when your dad can't make your mum orgasm, so the doctors do it for him. Yeah, like father, like son. No, all of my jokes today, they're brought to you by AI. That's artificial insemination, and away we go. So I was actually frozen and forgotten about until my mum got a letter in the post saying got a baby in the freezer if you wanted to use it. Sort of like a portion of leftover beef casserole that you don't find until you move house. But no, my brother and I were actually conceived on the same day, but born 3 years apart, which is kind of like, when you meal prep and you have the first portion and you think, I might give that a few years until I try that again. But no, I find it quite comforting to know that at one point in my life, I had a best before date. But my mum thought, no, I'm going to wait until there's a little yellow sticker on it that says reduced to clear. But no, my girlfriend, she says that I'm too judgmental. She says we're all created equally. I said, but not me. I was made in a lab. There's the rest of you chumps. But no, it's sort of remarkable to me that I'm only really here because my dad had a stroke. Sorry, a wank. He had a wank, and here I am. But no, my brother, he's recently joined a cult. He's joined a run club. He's caught sort of the running bug, a serious case of the runs. But he was telling me about runner's high, which is where you're meant to feel great after a run. You know, feel great once you've finished running, which for me, just not the indicator of a fun activity. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't enjoy doing it. I'm relieved that it's over. It's like diarrhea. Do you know what I mean? So I don't enjoy having it, but when it ends, oh, it's magnificent. That first safe fart is bliss. But you know, that's the real runner's high, in my view. I've started taking laxatives for the thrill. But yeah, you know, he recently ran a half marathon, and I was half impressed, because the way I see it, what he's done there is half a thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like doing half a man versus food. Like, that's at that point just a big meal. Not too impressive in my books. But yeah, the origins of the marathon, I think, are quite interesting. There was a guy in ancient Greece, we'll call him Mohammed Faradopoulos, and he was running from a battlefield in the city of Marathon, and he was taking news of victory to Athens. And he arrived, he shared the news, he was like, "We won, fucking get in." And shortly after, he collapsed and he died. No mention of runner's high there, was there? Collapse, feel great about himself, and then die. I feel as though if he'd known what his legacy was going to be, accountants looking for a way to be interesting, he might have collapsed and died a little bit sooner. But that's just me. But I've been trying to get fit, get in shape for my holidays. I've started learning Spanish as well. I've been using Duolingo. It's taught me some very useful phrases. Esta nevera es muy elegante. This fridge is very elegant. Came in handy at the beach, that one. But I was at this restaurant, and I saw my opportunity. Over in the corner was this gorgeous smeg. And I call the owner over and I say, "Esta nevera es muy elegante." And he turned around, and his wife had walked in the way of the fridge, and he threw me out. So thank you, Duolingo. I mean, free meal, to be fair. But I was staying in a hotel, and on the door they had those hangers. It said, "Por favor, no molestar." Please don't molest. I just feel like that should be more of an opt-in than an opt-out. Do you know what I mean? Upsold alongside the hotel breakfast for Manuel to come in and give you a tickle. But no, I was in Portugal not too long ago, so the Spanish was useless, and it got me thinking. You know, when other Europeans go on holiday, they just kind of speak English to each other, put on an accent. Well, they don't put on an accent; they just have an accent. But I thought, I want a piece of that, so I joined in, and I was kind of just doing this generic European accent. But the trouble is, most of my kind of experience learning accents, it comes from watching football, post-match interviews on Match of the Day. I was at this restaurant, I'd ordered a venison steak, and it was slightly overcooked. The waitress, she comes round, she's like, "Is everything okay with your food?" I go, "Obviously, it's a tough game." That just doesn't hit the same on an audience.
Aaron, thank you, brother. Thank you. You know, I stopped that at 4 minutes 57. Okay, I'll jump into a couple of things. IVF bit, I loved. Love the IVF bit. I'm also IVF.
Oh, nice.
So I was in, because I do an IVF bit. I'm a twin. Like, I'll buy one, get one free, all that shit. Like, I can tell that was your favourite bit, because I could tell you instantly lost passion after that. I can tell that, honestly. I know it's a different game. You lost passion after that. But weird, I was reading the comments, and I'm going to jump on a couple of them. Danny Moore voted why? Which I saw. Danny, why did you want to kick him?
Oh, I've written this the wrong way around. I thought it was to keep him on.
No, you fucking didn't, you lied sack of shit. Why'd you write that?
Well, Us IVF kids have got to stick together.
Yeah. And the one I quite appreciate here is Jenny saying these are some harsh votes, which I agree because you did better than a lot. But then she goes on to say, we can all agree his hair looks like Amish pubic hair. If you get past that, she's actually funny. So Jenny didn't want to be a cunt on screen, but she's a bit of a keyboard warrior right now. But no, I thought your first bit, the IVF bit, was brilliant. But then I sort of lost interest.
All right.
So, you know, how long have you been doing comedy for?
About a year and a half.
Okay, where are we based?
In Surrey.
Okay, fair. And how's it going for you so far?
Yeah, pretty good. Done sort of various different Gong shows as well, all sorts of open mics. I did a spot at the Comedy Store at the end of June. Got through, which was really nice.
What was that, Gong or?
Yeah, King Gong. Yeah, it's just the travel that's taken out of me, to be honest. Going into and out of London every day.
Yeah, that's a bastard. And so in a year and a half, we still doing like 5 minutes open minutes, or we moved on to paid yet?
No paid yet. Still 5, done 7s. But yeah, that's currently where I'm at.
Okay, fair. Kimberly, Danny?
I did have one question. How was your brother conceived?
IVF as well.
Yeah. How much do you know? Do you know what it means if you're IVF? Your parents fucked so much to not have to pay for it. You know that, don't you? There was a lot of groundwork. They don't do IVF as virgins.
Well, yeah, not in my case, sadly.
So was your brother? Is your brother younger or older than you?
So he's older, and then I was put in the freezer as an embryo, and they cracked on with him.
I love that whole batch cooking reference, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna leave him in the freezer until I'm ready, like, and then he's got a yellow sticker. That was brilliant. Yeah, he definitely had some interesting material. I have had some IVF jokes before. There was a guy who I think he actually won Beat the Frog, who was close to it, and his whole set was, you know, about IVF. So some of the jokes, not the same, but you know, the similar premise, but it's still funny. It's still very niche because only literally, well, and I know 3 people who can tell those jokes. So yeah, it's a good base. But I totally agree with Daniel. You did sort of you. It's kind of like you went in strong, and then it was like after that, it was just more of an afterthought. In, oh, what can I say quickly to, you know? So I would definitely stick with the IVF stuff, and obviously the bit where you said my dad couldn't make my mum come. That's very, very, very relatable to a lot of women. So stick with that. But just, yeah, work on some material, and yeah. But do you do more gongs than stand up, or?
No, sort of just whenever I can get kind of a spot on one of them.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to get through to King Gong, that is a massive achievement like that, because I've heard they are savage. I would never do it, but yeah.
They're arseholes. They're arseholes. My first ever show was King Gong. I lasted 1:23, 40 people on the night, and only 2 went through.
Wow.
And also, Kimberly, that's bullshit. Some women just can't come, I've been told.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Thank you, Danny. So, you know, ask your mum. She just might be one of the ones that can't come. I don't know. But no, Aaron, yeah, love the IVF stuff. Danny, opinions?
I thought it was all really good. There is one question I don't really want the answer to, but were you even born when Pulp Fiction came out?
No.
No, there we go. I'm fucking old and decrepit. But no, I did, yeah, like the IVF thing. At least we know that you're a wank like your dad. When you mentioned the run-in, that is one thing definitely people do to pretend they've got a personality. So I like that bit where you said about the accountants. I personally only do it so I can get wrapped up in foil like a little potato at the end of it. But it's all really good.
So yeah. I mean, yeah. You was evidently more passionate about the IVF bit. That bit banged, and yeah, I don't know. Would you try new material tonight, or was this your strongest shit?
No, it was all stuff I've done before. I think, to be honest, a lot of it does come from the new setting, doing it online. Because obviously a lot of your kind of energy will come from the audience as well, and you see them reacting well. So, yeah.
I feel that. Right, Aaron. Cheers, there, brother man, and have a good one.
Thank you very
was
much.
happy with you.
Cheers.
thought he kicked himself quite quickly. I was quite happy about that. You know.
Mm.
So like I said, guys, still no. I think this layout's a little bit better. But instead, maybe we'll keep it going to that, but then keep going less, and then we just critique them after.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way.
Okay.
You know he's going to go ask his mum if she can come now, don't you? I want the response. I want this. Let me know, please. Sorry, that's not far away. Right, let's move on to the next one. All right, tell you what, Kim, you can choose. Pick a number between 1 and 5. 1 and
5.
4. Sorry, I can't read or see. 1 or 4. One between 1 and 4. Fuck you. Right, up next we have Dylan Phillips. Or Dylan. Bob Dylan? Dylan.
Dylan.
Dylan. Might be Welsh.
He is, yeah.
Oh, fucking spoilers. Fucking, I'm not going to cinema with you prick.
I might do his act for you now if you want.
He's African. What are you on about? He ain't Welsh. Unmute yourself, brother. I have to ask
I'm
you.
already done. Can you be good? Excellent.
Okay, brother.
Right. Hi, I'm Dylan Phillips. I love life, I love sharks, and I love lying at the beginning of lists. I'm from the Valleys in Wales. I'm quite glad we're doing a webcam Zoom gig today because it means I can stick around and the ball and chain doesn't get aggy. That's not my partner, that's the electronic tag the court makes me wear. I've got a lot of mental health issues and I'm going to be talking about them. I just want to make it okay, it's okay, because, you know, I do want to end my own life, but it's important we talk about these things. You know, there may be people watching this gig who feel the same way, and we need to stick together because there's not many of us left. So I've been suggested a lot of cures for my depression as well. One of them was exercise, but for me, I found there were easier ways to harm myself. Another one I was suggested was actually, you know, a way to end your depression is to end your own life, and there were benefits there. It would have cured the alcoholism, but there were also drawbacks. Mainly, it's really hard to do. The organization stage is a nightmare, and anyone who is good at it isn't around to show you how they did it. It's a unique kind of failure that we don't talk about when you fail a suicide attempt, because you're there at your lowest. You failed at everything you do, and then you've done that wrong on top of it. But the thing is, I've tried so many times now that if I were to succeed, people would just comment and be like, yeah, to be fair, it did take him long enough. In fact, if I were to get murdered or die in an accident, I think people would just look at it and go, yeah, that's a clear-cut case, boys. This guy, suicide. I love sharks, though, and I'm going to get straight onto them because I love shark facts. In fact, did you know that coconuts kill more people than sharks every year from falling on their heads? And I'm proud of that because I've been throwing coconuts off skyscrapers in Cardiff for ages, trying to get those numbers up. I hope no one catches on and throws off sharks, though. Another one is that sharks only communicate with grunts and bumps and shoves, which is sort of how I communicate back home in the valleys anyway. The only way they can investigate things is by bites usually. And so they will bite to investigate things, whereas I bite just to keep people away from me so no one stands too close. Another fact is that goblin sharks were thought to be extinct until 1976. And I can relate to that because people thought I died when I went missing for a while. Another one is that goblin sharks, I've said that one, I have to apologise. Dwarf lantern sharks are, my girlfriend calls me a dwarf lantern shark. It's the smallest shark in the world, but it grows from 6 to 9 inches. I love my girlfriend. She's very clever. The thing is, we always used to do this cute thing, which is we'd watch some TV and be like, oh, there's always a me and a you and Dylan and an Ellie. And that was cute until we started watching Hannibal. And when I realised I wasn't the serial killer, I was like, oh, this is win-win. The thing is she's said some weird things, does some weird things that are starting to give me warning signs now. For instance, she likes to go to sleep listening to a podcast, but the podcast is usually about murders, which is a bit of a warning. But she looks at me and she goes, I wouldn't make that mistake when they find out how they got caught. I like national flowers. I'm very proud to be Welsh. Our national flower is the daffodil. The daffodil grows back strong and beautiful every year, no matter what happens to the land. In Scotland, they have the thistle that grows hardy and strong in an adverse environment. In Ireland, they have the clother, which is really light and mythological, tied with a luck. And in England, they've got the rose bush, which is a bit fragile and full of pricks.
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank.
We'll end it there then. I mean, I was going to
okay.
be nice to you until you tried to mug off the English, so you've now sort of
There you go.
opened the fire gate here. So I wrote 4 things down. 1, how long have you wanted to be Japanese for?
This is actually Welsh. I can understand you can't read it. You've not educated
I'm
yourself.
looking at that, wherever that thing is. I'm looking at the tea lights in the background. You know, we could use the samurai sword to take our own life here. Your hair's a bit
Yeah.
slutty.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I don't believe there are any skyscrapers in Cardiff.
Oh, there's like 2.
Spot of choice. And I don't give a shit about sharks. Sorry.
Oh, that's your mistake. Sharks are so interesting. They're older than trees.
Okay, I'll rephrase that. I don't give a shit about trees either, in all honesty. I think if you did that bit at like an aquarium, it'd absolutely fucking kill. I know nothing about you.
I only had 5 minutes. You'll have to come to a show to catch more.
I'd like to go to Cardiff.
Yep.
So go on, tell me about your brother. Tell me. What do you do for a living? And if it's not working with sharks, I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh, I'm disabled, so I can't work right now. I do the comedy to keep me sort of interacted with things, but
Was it a shark that made you disabled?
no. In
Where's
fact,
the
they're the
shark
only
love
thing
come
clear in
from
my
then?
depression.
Where does the shark
Just the
love come
sharks,
from?
man. I'm just autistic and I like sharks. Loads of people like sharks. I feel like you're fixated on this.
Little bit. No, that's the best. That's the purest answer you could have given me. I'm autistic. I like sharks. Fair enough. Like, I'll accept that answer. I love that answer. Yeah.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
No, crack on. So how long have you been doing comedy for?
2 years now.
Okay, and how are you finding it? Like, how is the Cardiff scene?
Yeah, no, Cardiff's great. There's a lot of places in South Wales that are doing good. So I try and gig in a lot of places. There's a really good scene. There's a lot of comedians I think are starting to get to like a really good level that we'll start seeing come out from Cardiff as well. So it's a good place to be.
I mean, yeah, like, the one thing I sort of learnt while doing comedy is that even at circuit level, comedians are amazing.
Mm.
And like
Yeah,
day in, day out, everyone is, it's so good and it's so fierce. Kim, Danny, we got anything?
I think if you killed yourself, there'd be a second death in the area, because I think your drug dealer would definitely lose his best customer. So you do look like the
I just call
human
her a
version.
pharmacist, but okay.
No, the magic roundabout, and each, like, you remind me of Dylan, like the one who's on weed all the time, and like just
I don't know, yeah.
You're like the human version of him. Yeah, I loved your material. Very dark. It did make me look concerned for your health. Because mental health, you have to be very careful with comedy. But yeah, very dark, very clever. And yeah, just some of the things you came out of. The shark facts and the mental health together in a set. You literally went from like 2 things that shouldn't even go together, unless at the end you went, oh, and then I'm just gonna kill myself by jumping into a shark tank. I don't know, but yeah, 2 very different subjects. And yeah, not sure about the shark facts, but the mental health, yeah, you I think you scared a lot of people, but you very clever with it.
I thought the shark going to 6 to 9 inches was going to be a dick joke.
Yeah, it was.
It's a very clever one.
Yeah. Oh, now you're just bragging, Dylan, aren't you? 6 inches is a brag in England.
It's nothing to do with my anatomy. It's just the size of the shark, and I didn't want to do an inaccurate shark joke on stage.
Danny?
It's awesome. I'm not usually into dark humour, but that was really good. Really well done. Mental health stuff, because obviously it can be far too the one way, as I found out when I've done it really badly. I really like the transition from mental health stuff into sharks, just randomly talking about it, to be honest. The only criticism is the rosebush joke, because we did say no racism at the start, but you know, good.
I'm just talking about flowers.
Well, fair enough. And apparently, if you do murder someone, probably shouldn't use that word on YouTube. The best clothing to get away with it is cricket wipes, because
Really
there's
dead
lots of
about it.
common fibres. So
Okay.
that's you down to JD Sports tomorrow.
I'm not so much bothered if she gets away with it. All right.
Yeah, Dylan, cheers, though, brother. Appreciated it. Like, yeah. Have a good one, man.
Bye.
Oh. I'm happy to say that. What is it? Where is it? Aaron Mason update. His mum can't come. So
I saw
yeah.
that.
Oh.
I saw that. I thought that was brilliant. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna turn my light on. I can't see anything.
Is that why two of her nails are shorter on the one hand? Hey.
Was it? Why? I'm so wait. Let me get the next one, because I need to do a bit of my little tech crap here. Because it's saying, wait, am I human? Answers don't know. So yeah. So Kimberly, you're not into sharks?
No, not as a general rule. I'd you know, I just think it's a weird thing to talk about, especially in comedy. It's of all the things you could talk about, like, I know a lot of people need to delve into different subjects, but yeah, the whole shark fact thing literally lost me. I was like, no.
At least it's unique, I suppose.
Completely unique. And maybe, okay, I think if you did it in like a 25-minute set and you did a segment period on it, that would be okay. But when you've got 5 minutes to bang, like, what's my was that like if you have period or some shit like that, or you bleed in a pool, not a pool, like in the sea, is like a shark and like sniff it away?
Oh, that's disgusting. No.
That's a scary movie or something. They do a tampon
Yeah, you
advert
must
like
still
that.
bleed, so I don't know what you're like, saying it's disgusting. You're the only female here. We can say it's disgusting. It's your nature.
No, I went into menopause in my early 20s. I don't have them. I can have sex all month round. Woohoo! I think that's why I'm still watching this.
There you go. I am woman, hear me roar, and all that shit. All right. Up next, we have D. Dixon. And now we play the waiting game.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Picking up the
I think this vibe's a lot better.
There she is.
Chat, would we agree?
Hello.
Yeah.
I think this vibe's a lot better. Look, mute it on YouTube, love.
Yeah, I'm going to mute it on YouTube. Hold on.
Mute it on YouTube, love.
Yeah, I'm going to mute it on YouTube. Hold on.
That's sick.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Shall I just go straight in? My name is Dee Dickens. It's such a shame Dan can't fucking read. And I'm also in the Valleys. Big up the Valleys in Pontypridd. And I'm disabled too. I'm a wheelchair user. Now, before I tell you the next bit, I need you to know that I like kids. Okay, it's really important for you to know, for something I'm going to say in a bit, that I really like kids. So I am asked a lot, why am I in a wheelchair? And if it's little kids, I don't mind. I will tell them my legs don't work very well. But if it's an adult who should know better than to be a lazy, nosy bastard, I will give them one of my smart ass responses. And I'm going to give you my favourite 3. 1, just lazy. Don't see why I should have to walk. 2, I'm a plot twist sent to teach everyone the meaning of Christmas. Ho, fucking ho, Janice. And the 3rd, have you ever been fucked so hard that you can't walk the next day? It's been 3 years now. Thanks, Dad. At least I know I'm his favourite. I mean, I'm joking, obviously. My dad didn't like me at all. So the last time I was out and about in my wheelchair and had to get a train was when I was coming back from a holiday not long ago, and this snotty cow decided to smack into my wheelchair as I was going up the ramp. Now, I told you to bear in mind that I do like kids when I say, have you ever seen a baby so ugly it was a literal jump scare? I know we're not supposed to say that about kids, and all my kids obviously are perfect and lovely, but fucking hell, it she pulled this thing out, and it was I can usually find something nice to say about a baby, but this one was Jeanette Cranky wearing a fucking bald cap. It looked like a boiled turnip with googly eyes stuck on it, on the body of a potato. But not just any potato, the one with the spindly roots that you find at the back of the cupboard. Like, and you've never even bought a fucking potato. Where is the potato come from? I mean, I know you might not know, but I am here to tell you, when a man potato and a lady potato love each other very much, she fucks a stalk and they have another potato, I don't know. And it looks like this baby screamed all the way back from Gatwick, which was lovely. It screamed so loud that the windows of the trains burst out and bats and harpies flew in to pay homage to their eldritch king. That's not true. I'm just going off on one there. But I do like kids, honestly. It's just that baby. So what else can I tell you about me? I used to do kickboxing before I was in the state where I cannot, because I'm a wheelchair user. And this one time I accidentally punched my friend in the clit. And this is how we came up with the thing, the uppercut. She says I was trying to fist her, and I wasn't, because actually, apart from everything else, I'm a sex blogger and I'm very, very good at fisting. So men, do not get your moves from porn while I think about it, because it's not good. That, like, it's never good. I had a guy who was going down on me and I was like, left a bit. And he was like, it's all right, babe, I got this. I was like, oh, sir, you do not got this. You are not even fucking close. And I don't care what I think on. I don't care how many times you've seen it done to a woman stuck in a tumble dryer. If you slap my labia, I'm going to punch you in the fucking head. Now, back to fisting. It's not like this. We're not starting a revolution. This isn't the way we do it. Though if we were to start a revolution, it would be to, like, free the women stuck in tumble dryers, I suppose. But we do it like this. It's more like getting the last Pringle out of a tin. Like, just gentle as well. None of this movement. We're not trying to, like, stick our fingers in a dike, or maybe we are trying to stick our fingers in a dike. Whatever you want to do is down to you. I mean, I have stuck my fingers in a dike. Can confirm it is very, very good. But back to the fisting. Just gently, and like lube, more lube than you think. A lot more lube than you think. The amount of lube you're thinking, more than that, because we don't want to go in dry. Oh, she'll soon get wet with me. No, we haven't got an on-off switch. We've got a turn on and off switch. So lots and lots of lube. Okay, more than that. And then kind of do a stroking, bang. And so I forgot where I was then. Where am I? Valleys, where I watched the best soap opera ever. The Real Housewives of Pontypridd. They're brilliant. They're like gangsters hanging out in Greggs with their, like, flat old lady bums and skinny legs, and they look like fucking SpongeBob from the back. And they're talking about their nephews. Well, my nephew, he's bifocal, he is. He told me he likes men. And I'm like, yeah, bifocal. I'm not even making this up. But once, if you go into Greggs and sit with them to have a cup of tea, they will grill you if you don't have a Welsh accent. Now, I'm culturally Welsh, as in I moved in here and I'm not moving out. But they will say, so where do you live then? Pontypridd. Whereabouts? On the Graig, which is a mountain for those who aren't lucky enough to live in Wales. What part? Great Terrace. What number? Number 25. Oh, Betty's place. They will tell you everything about Betty. When, like, when they say, like, Betty had this many children, this in your bedroom, that's where she buried her husband. Like, honestly, these women are amazing. They don't know when the bins go out or how to explain the wallpaper that was here when I got here, but it's all good. So, what else do I want to tell you? There's so much I could tell you. Like, living in Wales is great as long as you don't mind everything being brilliant. I mean, when I'm not being racist against the English, I feel sorry for you, honestly.
I was going to pause it there, but I now want you to continue.
Because we get free prescriptions, we have a government that actually listens to us, and of course, like you said, like in England 5 or 6 inches is like it's good. In Wales, that's a warm-up. I've been Dee Dickens, you've been fucking wonderful.
Dee, I'm not applauding yet tonight. Okay, now okay. Well, okay, I wrote a couple things here down. I fucking loved that.
Yeah,
I loved that.
100%.
I fell off on the Welsh bit a little bit, but that might be my inner racism.
Yeah.
Don't know towards the Welsh. Okay, one thing I will say, I detest it. I truly do detest it when people come on stage. I know this isn't a stage, and they list their illnesses, because to me that feels like a cop out. You are funny enough to not have to say that.
I know. Do I need to send you the definition of list? Because I only said one thing. I'm a wheelchair user, so it's anything about anyway.
I guess that's not self-explanatory because I can't see the wheelchair.
Exactly. That's why I had
Okay,
to say.
then I'll say it. But that was my young people go on stage like, oh, I'm like autistic, or whatever down the list. I just loved it, dude. I mean, it was funny from beginning. You kept me captivated for a solid 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
You went on for more than that, but generation short attention span. You kept it going, and you built it so beautifully. Because you kept it, you hit it, then you hit, and then you hit again, and it just kept going. So, I mean, I'll let these two talk in a second. But how long have you been doing comedy for?
4 months.
Dude, well done, well
Thank
done.
you.
Honestly,
I'm an ultra alumni. 4 months.
well done. Like, yeah, still on the open mic circuit, yeah.
No, I've got 4 bookings for next month. I did the ultra thing, and I got somebody to record it for me, so I've been able to send that to bookers.
Okay, and would you travel for comedy?
Yes, I would.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
It's fun.
I'll be in touch with you, Dee. Kimberly, Danny.
Yeah, get your ass to Spitfire. I need to see you in person. Oh my God, you are literally my vibe. You are just, I was howling. Like that whole description with fisting, even I was just like
I could see.
Oh,
This is
oh
the
my
thing.
God.
I switched YouTube off completely, and you are my audience. So I was just performing to you.
You were just amazing. I know you had to say like your caveat about liking kids.
She might
That
come twice.
description about the baby. Oh my God. Like we've all seen ugly kids before. We've all done the polite thing. That level of descriptiveness, that kid must have been fucking hideous. Like
seriously, it was a literal jump scare.
Honestly, I've no offense to the end of your acts. Yeah. I'd give it to you right now if it was up to me. It isn't. Not yet. You know.
You've got me on Discord now.
Oh yeah. That's you are my new best friend, and yeah, please, if you travel to Stoke-on-Trent, I've got a spot for you. Like, yes, I love you.
I can travel to there. My in-laws live in Liverpool. It's not a million miles.
Perfect. Nice. Get your ass to Spitfire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Right.
Definitely all good. Strangely, I've got a few more questions about fisting, but
I mean, DM me, it's fine. Like, I'm literally a sex blogger, so feel free. I'll send you the link, Kim.
This might be a bit niche, but it's whether sunflowering is a thing or not.
Yes.
Or a vicious rumor.
Oh no, it is. Yeah.
Might have to let you explain that one then.
So
Demonstrated.
how do we know we can fist somebody? Because I've only ever gone about 4 fingers. Is it a build up thing, or
No,
just
it's
like
not.
Go
punching bag?
slow. You go slow, and you do like one, and then you wait for them to be comfortable. Then you
What?
do another one.
Are you about
and when
fists or fingers?
fingers.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm going wrong. Sorry.
Yes. Well, that's where you're going wrong. If you're putting forth, oh, good Lord. I mean, I've seen people who can do it. I saw this woman with a Diet Coke can that she shook and then stuck. Don't.
What is the worst sexual story you've been told?
Oh God, I did phone sex for 2 years. I've got a book.
Okay,
One
I'm
book.
done. Let's go. Go on then. Talk to me.
The worst one was the guy I thought I killed.
You can't pause it there. I know you're doing it for dramatic effect. Don't you dare fucking pause. I need everything.
Right, so I was on the phone and he was doing really well, and he was an older gentleman, so I go nice and slow. And when the moment arrived, and so did he made this very odd noise. Then there was a crash, and then I heard the words "help me" before the phone went down. Now this guy was I've done my undergrad from 47, so I was paying myself to go through university, and this was helping. So he was buying all my books for me. So my first thought was like, shit, no more books. I have to buy them myself. And my second one was, oh my God, maybe he's dead. So I'm looking in all the obituaries and I find him. I find the guy's name. I find the area. I find how he died, like he had a bad heart. He was due to go in for an operation the next week, what have you. 6 months later, he rings me up. And I'm like, the fuck? I was fuming. I was, in fact, tamping raging and fuming. I was like so annoyed at him. I was a dickhead. So I go very Welsh when I'm annoyed. And without sounding Indian. And it turned out that he had a cousin who had the same congenital heart condition and also the same family names. So it wasn't him I killed. It wasn't even his cousin I killed. But yeah, so that was bad. He's like, so can we carry on? And I was like, no. Hung the phone up. I was fuming. So that's the potted history of it. Yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this. I'm glad I did it.
Good. So mine.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I know guys who run paid 15s in Gloucestershire. I'm gonna send them to you. Okay, you've done fucking amazing. Well done, D.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Have a good one.
You too. I'm going to go watch the rest of it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a wank.
So mine.
Fucking. Oh,
Ah.
bye.
Bye.
I mean, guys, like, yeah.
She's
Oh,
amazing. I love her.
yeah. I mean, Danny, is she near you at all?
Um,
How far would you have to travel?
oh, about an hour. So yeah.
Yeah. Would you use that phone line?
What again? I suppose I better explain sunflower unless she didn't. You get your hand in and then open it up like a sunflower.
Ah,
Yeah. No, not.
No. What would
no,
you
I'm
do
just
if
trying
you
to.
do it? Like I say, I've never fisted a woman. What would you do if you do it and your nails come? Would you check your nails after? Because that's the first thing I would do.
You have to, before anything goes up there, you would do all the proper cleaning and douching and all that. There's protocols before anything goes in.
No, you're just not used to spontaneous fisting, Kimberly, evidently. So, says more about you than it does others, love. Right.
Surprisingly, I'm not actually that big down there. Shut up, Josh, before you even type anything.
Do you know what? He's the only prick on chat who's actually been warned by my moderator. And I've put it down from ultimate down to 0. But somehow he's still getting told off. It's actually
It's not
borderline.
surprising.
It's actually borderline becoming impressive here.
Won by the spot more than my missus. You ain't got a missus.
Yeah, I mean, you bald-headed fuck. Shut up. D, well done, girl.
I
Right.
love her.
I'll keep this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kim, give me a number between 1 and 6.
1.
1.
Give me 1.
What? A finger or a fist?
Fist.
Fucking hell. Right. I believe your name's not Virgin, is it? It's Rosie.
Yeah, Rose, yeah.
We're going, love. Right. Ready
Yeah.
when you are. I'll tell you now, I would not have wanted to go after that, and I apologise in advance.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay. Excuse my voice, I've started smoking again. Catnip's murder on your throat. And I've ruined all my carpets and got a box fetish. And I shit in a litter tray. Anyway, my name is Wild, Rose Wild. I've got letters after my name, EUPD, mostly unstable personality disorder. But first of all, I want to talk about schizophrenia. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I want to talk about swinging, and I don't mean dancing, because you might know me from the LGBT world, the Facebook world, the Twitter world, or even the Pet Shop Boys fan club world. I think all my worlds are about to collide. My own personal Big Bang's about to happen. But I'll start by telling you what happened to me. You see, I was getting my garden landscaped. Well, the landscaper ended up landscaping me. Well, he was 6'2" and knew how to use his tool. Anyway, I got to know him really well, so much so I found out he was a cross-dresser, not an angry dresser, a transvestite. Anyway, I thought I'd better show him where my knicker drawer was, hadn't I? Anyway, I quit my job and became a landscaper too. Then we both had tidy bushes. Anyway, and the boardroom meetings, well, they were like, we had Buckfast and, oh, sorry, I'm putting myself off. Anyway, I quit my job and became, sorry, I'm going to give up.
That's all right, Rose. I mean, I'll tell you what, you did better than last week. The thing is, though, I've spoken to you. You was my first girl. You was the first girl I ever had. Not guys, not like that. I mean, on my podcast, you're funny. Your delivery just needs work.
Yeah, no, what it is I hate to say it, but I'm dyslexic. I've got a short-term memory problem. I've got a sequencing problem, and I get distracted easily. I've got all sorts of stuff going on. Plus, I've just been diagnosed EUPD,
What the fuck's EUPD?
emotionally unstable personality disorder.
Okay.
Anyway, what put me off was I'm just reading into a sit-down poster. I can't see anybody.
No.
If you move your screen, you get different options, I think.
All right, because I can see you now, but I couldn't see anybody when I first got sent up, so I had no interaction with anybody.
Oh,
And
bless you.
I couldn't hear anybody either.
I did like your innuendos. I thought they were very clever, very good play on words there. So I will say that.
Look,
All right, thank you.
The writing's tight. It's just the delivery. And
I know.
Like, yeah, I mean, I haven't got what you've got, so I don't know what to sort of like advice to do on it, like how to make it relevant. How if we do lose the attention span, can we use that in our set and try and turn it into a comedic add-on? But yeah, I mean, writing-wise, fine.
Yeah, it's just even now I'm just talking to sit down and to stand up, and it's putting me off.
Definitely started off a lot stronger than last week, but it is
There you go.
difficult with no
Thank you.
audience at all, isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't see anybody at all.
Mm.
It was just deadly silence. I didn't get any interaction. All I could see was sit down to stand up.
How long have you been doing comedy then?
About 2 years.
But obviously,
I
it's
think
an audience.
You definitely need that interaction. I think you need that reassurance coming from the audience.
Yeah. Well, I say that's my excuse. I couldn't see anyone.
Bless you.
And it's getting late.
Yeah, well, 100% time for bed. Rosie, cheers always, my love.
All right, thanks then.
See you later, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I cannot read the comments whilst I'm talking. I can't do it.
It's just Josh.
Oh, right. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. The materials. I spoke to her on a one-on-one, and she is genuinely funny. It's delivery, and we
Yeah.
know that. But things like shit like that, you can learn. You can learn about delivery. Do you know what I mean? You can know when to pause and stuff. Yeah, it's just a journey. So yeah, I mean, let's move straight on, shouldn't we? To be honest, right?
Let's do it.
You know, Kimberly chose that last one, so she can go fuck herself. Danny, give me a number. It was between 1 and 6, but it's now between 1 and 3.
Oh, we'll go 2 straight in
No
the
one wanted
middle.
to follow that act, did they? Not me. Right.
Oh,
Oh, I'm ready for this one.
okay. Is this me?
Yes.
Oh, hello. Hello, my name's Emma Chick. And yeah, I literally have just come out of a catalepsy. So bear with me. Right, everything's paused online. Brilliant. Right, so my name's Emma Chick, and welcome, good evening, welcome to the online netherworld, or whatever it's called. I used to go by Emma Edwards back in the day. When I was a teacher, I used to actually even be Dr. Edwards. And I kind of lost that identity. I lost that identity during a really weird time. So I'm going to take you back in time. Ooh, ooh. Back in time, back in time. So it's March 2020. Does anyone remember that time? We all had a little advent calendar, and it was a special one that year. It was March the 18th, 2020, and we were all counting down to our first and only experience of lockdown. And I was in bed, and I was suffering from two things. I had a mystery flu type illness, which Boris Johnson and the like were all going on and on about on TV behind their pandemoniums, going, oh, there's nothing to worry about. Look, here, I've got a petri dish and I will open it and I will lick it. And I was just lying there in bed, and suddenly I looked up and there were two police officers that stood above me. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And I was like, what? And they're like, we need to take you down to the police station for questioning. And I'm like, what? And I was, you know, I'm a law-abiding citizen generally, and I pretty much said to them, why are you doing this? What's going on? And they wouldn't tell me. They were like, oh, we're going to take you in. I don't really know much about what happened in the next 5 years. I have a few snippets. I have suffered from a total loss of identity. All I know is that I was charged and given a criminal record for writing 6 emails over a 3-month period that my daughter's father, who I was in a custody battle at the time, deemed as harassing. And when I kept on going to the police, come on, wake up. That can't be a criminal reason to give someone a criminal offence. I'm being set up here. They were like, you know, I think I kept on probably saying, you're having a laugh, and yeah, you know, what's happening? And I just was completely confused. And so now here I am trying to do some stand-up. This is my first attempt online. I've done 3 gigs in person, so I'm very, very new to it. I turned up to do an ultra comedy course in May this year. And what was beautiful was that I turned up and said to people, I'm not going to make it till I'm 50. That's in 10 days time. And the beauty of the people there were that they were like, nah, we want to see you next week. We want you to come and talk to us some more. We want you to tell you. And actually just any kind of contact like that, people wanting to know about your life is amazing. It's a beautiful thing that goes on. So yeah, I've spent the last 5 years completely lost of identity other than May this year. There was this one snippet where it was September 2022. And I don't know if you know any big events that happened, but there was. Am I on silent?
No, we can hear you.
Am I on silent?
Not at all.
No. Oh, I suddenly was like, am I just standing here doing all these gestures and then I'm completely on silent? And it was suddenly like September 2022. And I was in a mental hospital, and I'd been put there for my own safety. I did not want to live. I woke up every day just lost, and I didn't know who I was, barely knew my name. And suddenly someone came and went, "Oh, you need to come and watch TV. You need to come and watch TV." And they dragged me into this communal area where Bonita, with the big, she needed to wear a bra, basically. Bonita, they were hanging low, but you know, she was all right. Bonita, like, had a lovely name, very beautiful name. But we were all taken into this room, but they couldn't find the remote control. And they were like, "We've got to watch it." And then someone, I was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" Someone's like, "Oh, the Queen's about to die, or the Queen's dying." And I was like, "Oh," but the TV was stuck on this program, and this program was called "The Only Way Is Essex." And I'm watching this program, and it's like suddenly this loss of identity that I had. Suddenly, I was like, "Hang on, what is this? What's this feeling rising up inside of me?" Suddenly, I realized that I was an Essex girl, a pure, like, it was a guy was on there going, "Oh, I'm Joey Essex." And I'm
Well,
like,
Emma, that was brilliant.
"What? If he's Joey, okay, we out.
Let's
I'm
jump in
out.
it. Let's jump.
That's
I'll jump
fine."
in.
Anyway, yeah. So
I'll
I
jump in.
literally
Emma,
started finding my identity from remembering I was an original Essex girl.
I'll jump in.
I will
Fuck me.
pause it there.
Emma, I'll jump in. Can you hear me?
Right. How do I listen?
Can you hear me?
I don't know how to listen.
Oh. Well, then this is going to be a bit shit, this next bit, isn't it? Let me know when you can hear me. I just fucking caught a fly.
Oh, I can hear you now.
I just caught a fly. Okay, I missed the fucking Miyagi after 6 pints. I'm happy. It was weird because, okay, comedy's all about delivery, and it took you 4 minutes 30 to start delivering your pitch really well. At the end, you started delivering it properly. There was emotion in it, and okay. I mean, this is all about advice now. You use your body structure. One of your hands is just by your side, and the other one you're using it like you're leading an orchestra with how you talk, which is, it is beautiful in its way, but I don't know. It's sort of giving it away a little bit. Like, you're using one hand to ooze your words, and the other hand's just settled. And
It's 20 years of teaching.
Is that where you are now?
No, I'm not a teacher anymore because I got arrested and lost my whole identity. But I literally didn't expect to perform tonight. I didn't even know what this was. So I kind of just came on because...
Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I literally just, every day is I can't be asked to be alive. So I just go in search of shits and giggles, isn't it?
Yeah, completely. Exactly. And it's what we want. We're also here to give,
No, that's brilliant. That's what I'm looking for. Like, honestly, I haven't actually yet performed material because I can't hold it in my head quite yet, because it's so surreal to be doing this. But then every day of my life is quite surreal. So yeah, free psychotherapy.
100%. It's free therapy. And I always say every single comedian goes on stage because, they end up hitting it at the low point in their life. So, that's absolutely commendable. And yeah, I mean, with me, half of the battle is delivery. It's how you deliver it, having the emotion on stage, and it truly does make a difference. And your end bit, the delivery was good. But by then, I'd lost interest.
That's fine. I know that I just rambled. I didn't even, like, about 4 minutes in, I was like, am I still on mute? I didn't expect to be pulled in. So I have just come out of, like, I suffer from where I get so traumatized and overwhelmed that I do actually go. Like, it's I don't know if you've ever seen the film My Own Private Idaho, where he has narcolepsy, so I have that, but I don't actually go to sleep. I stay conscious, so I could hear this comedy in the background, but I couldn't move. And then suddenly I was like, oh, okay. I woke up to literally you talking about sunflowering and going, oh.
Well, I think we all woke up when Danny started talking about that, to be honest. I mean, so yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Delivery needs to work on, pause for effect, and yeah.
I definitely prefer live. Like,
of course,
but I really
does.
love what you're doing.
Everyone
though,
does.
because I've been trying. I was trying to write material, but I'm also got Mondayitis.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Did this make you feel awkward?
No, not really. I
Good.
am generally.
No, that's the main
I
thing
could have
then.
listed. I'm diagnosed with Tourette's, ADHD,
Alright.
autism. Like genuinely
All the
diagnosed
isms.
since
Pokemon cards.
I've got the triples.
Okay.
And no, like life makes me feel awkward. I love a crowd. I love to
Good.
perform. It doesn't make me nervous or awkward. No,
Because I was saying
won't bother me.
when there's no crowd talking back, it can be awkward. But yeah, we all have moments on stage where it's fucking awkward. This is good learning material. Kimberly, Danny.
Yeah, not just your delivery, you need a bit of structure. I know sometimes that can be a bit difficult. You've got definitely something unique there to tell people. When you first started mentioning COVID, I went, oh, we've done COVID. But the fact that that was like where everything started, I'm really interested in those emails. What was the content of those emails that got you a
So
criminal
am
charge?
I. So am I. I'm literally on to the police to try and do some trauma work. So I'm trying to get the police to actually be honest and to say that they fucked up. So basically, they were led by my daughter's father, who is a lawyer. They were led by him, and they should never have arrested me. They should never take me in, and that's why I have genuinely lost my identity for 5 years. So it's quite fun
Oh, bless
to
you.
try and like when when I haven't just had a massive like I really enjoy performing live because I'm awake in that environment. So yeah,
that's amazing. Like, don't lose that, if that's where you thrive, keep gigging, keep putting yourself out there. Like I said, you definitely got something interesting to say. Just needs a bit of structure. But yeah, like most comedians, with all the tisms and all the things.
Oh, I keep them out of it, to be honest. I reject them all.
Oh,
I'm
bless you.
I'm neurotypical and straight now.
Aren't we all? No, I thought it was a beautiful story. And the fact that you're finding yourself again after so much shit, just keep going.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for having this on.
Definitely get out and see if you can do it live as well. Whether you take notes with you, if you can condense it onto like one of those sort of revision cards, postcard size thing, or even write it on your hand.
Yeah.
So you got that live feedback. Yeah. Again, I was a bit worried about the COVID jokes to start with, but it was really good stuff. What is it, like depersonalization then, is it, or detachment from the event?
So basically, the current generations, like the current generation, they're so versed in mental health that someone who's I've just turned 50, someone who's my age, we don't get a look in. Like I have been diagnosed I was diagnosed with autism and that all of the business back in 2018 before it became like the thing. After COVID, no one can get diagnosed with things, and even if you are diagnosed and in a mental hospital, you don't get any support. I got stuck in a mental hospital for a year, and it like genuinely, and like now just love freedom. I'm trying to learn how to interact with people again.
That's good, isn't it?
through stand-up comedy.
I ended up sectioned for 2 weeks, and that was bad enough. But
I got back-to-back section 3s, which was I was in for 10 months, 12 days.
Make the most of your freedom now. Get out and do as much comedy as you can. Yeah.
I will say what Danny just said. Bringing notes on stage, I'm fundamentally against that unless it's work in progress.
I've actually got a really good working memory usually, but like tonight, it's just been hot, and I've got the perimenopause, I've got the sweats on.
And that was just for D fucking Dixon talking about fisting that got me fucking sweaty, not the heat.
To follow D, like, well, to follow that, or to follow the other people, but everyone's an amazing space. Thank you very much for having it.
No, always at the end of the day, look, we're here to learn. And
I'd love to come back and actually do some actual proper structured material.
100%.
As there's all these different things, like there's Discord, there's Zoom, there's YouTube. It's crazy, like, and I'm all over the place. Whereas now I know how it works. Next time I'll be able to work because I've got a working model.
Agree.
So I'll be able to actually,
I will say now, and I'll emphasise to all comedians out there, delivery is 9/10 of the fucking battle. It truly is.
It's about timing, isn't it? Like my
it's about
timing was well off.
About delivery. Like, I'm not the best joke writer. I'll be honest. But my delivery is on point. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Some people are better writers, some people are better comedians. If you match them both up together, you're onto a winner. So, you know, keep at it.
Brilliant.
Like
Thanks
I say,
very much.
we do this live in September, 4 days a week, and yeah,
Brilliant.
best
Thank
of
you
luck
very
with
much.
it.
Thank you for all the feedback.
I think you're
It's
going to go to
very
sleep
helpful.
now, aren't you?
No, I want us to hear somebody else. But I haven't eaten for about 48 hours, so I might do that.
Fair enough. All right, cheers for
Brilliant.
that, Emma.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one,
Thank
love.
you. Thanks, bye.
All right. Okay. Right, I need to put one of you on kicking duty as soon as it's over. Because we're having the flair, you know, the little like intermission bit where, you know, it's like you say goodbye to someone and they're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Danny, I know you're probably looking at which wrist to cut. Instead of doing that, can you like do that, please? I'd appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
They're like barcodes. That's the problem.
The what?
I
They're
feel
like
like
barcodes.
Beep, you're not in society in fucking general. Right. It's gone back up now. We've got 5 again. Oh,
Hi.
God, I know. All right. Right. So, who wants to? I'll say it. I'll choose the next one because you two have, you know, you've done it. I'm not being biased here a little bit. Also, Nikita, stop fucking coming in and out, okay, mate? Honestly. So
Oh, stop being a pussy. Get your ass on here.
You know what I fucking mean? He's there and he's not there. So, right, I've got to, okay, this next one I'm choosing and I have full faith in. I feel like God. Do I look like God?
No.
Butter?
I like this already. And go, brother, demute yourself. Was it your fucking long lost son? Why are you so happy?
Oh, because I love Emerson. He's lovely.
Oh, I'm going to be a prick now.
Don't be a prick.
It's your job to be a prick. You good, Emerson?
Hey up.
Oh, you are so from Stoke and Manchester. AO. Straight up. AO. Love it.
Proper spouse.
Go on, brother.
This is where you start telling jokes.
Oh, wait. So sorry, was I meant to start?
Yes.
I was waiting for him to finish talking. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
don't.
we were doing
If you're
that
waiting
with
for
you.
Kimberly to stop talking, you'll be all fucking
Okay,
night.
it would really help if he could stop talking because it is a little bit distracting, but no worries if not. Yeah, sorry. When am I meant to start? Like,
Now, brother.
can you give me some indication when I'm
Okay,
meant to
so
like?
don't. YouTube is about 10 seconds delayed, so don't look at that. It's just me and you in the room now. Okay. You look into my eyes,
Right.
which you can't see. I've just realised that. So I'll count you in. Okay.
Okay, cheers. Sorry,
Alright.
I could hear the YouTube still, and I was thinking, why is
Yeah, that's
everyone
the bit that
talking
fucks
if
you,
they want
brother.
me to start?
I'll count you in. I'll count you in. Okay. 99. 98. 3.
Fuck off.
3, 2, 1. Go on, brother.
Yeah. Hiya. I've been thinking about my childhood lately. I remember when my dad gave me the talk when I was about 8 or 9 about, you know, eggs, babies, all that. And now, no, Emerson, your alien egg toy can't have babies. No, not even if you put it in the freezer. Contrary to popular belief, I've not in fact got autism. Autism's got me, motherfuckers! Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm autistic. People often assume shit about me because I'm autistic. They'll assume I must be really into trains. That's annoying, right? Most annoying thing about those lazy, stereotypical judgments is I genuinely do love trains. Been into trains since I was a kid. I did find the pro of being a teenage railway enthusiast was it does tend to make your rebellious teenage phase just that little bit less rebellious than everybody else's. Let's just say, while many of my peers were on drugs, I were on the 1754 Northern Service to Doncaster via Rotherham Central, while many of my peers were having sex. I were having no sex because it's against Northern Rail's conditions of carriage. My favourite thing to do on trains, right, is I like to stand with one foot in one carriage, other foot in other. I'll try and demonstrate. It won't work. You can't see my feet. Fuck it. And I like to pretend I'm surfing, like. That's good fun. I've never actually been surfing, of course, for a few reasons. To start with, if I were to go surfing, I'm worried it'll ruin trains for me. And also, I've got a coordination disorder called dyspraxia, and if I were to go surfing, I'd fucking fall in. You might think it's a shit hobby for someone with a coordination disorder to be standing upright on a moving vehicle, but I'm here to tell you it's fucking epic, because you get to spend all your pip on train tickets and justify it as extreme improvised physiotherapy. Bam. But yeah, like I said, oh, you're gonna love this list now. I'm autistic, I'm dyspraxic, I've also got ADHD, just recently been diagnosed with that one. I don't know how it's taken this long, to be honest, because genuinely, the week before I was diagnosed, I spent 15 minutes turning my flat upside down looking for a burger that I'd already eaten. 15 minutes. And I've also got two different kinds of anxiety, not just one, two, right? I've got social anxiety and general anxiety, but weirdly not stage fright. But the thing with that is, what that means is, yes, I am scared of the dentist, but I'm also just as scared of his receptionist. And what that also means is the anxiety transfers over to me sex life or lack thereof, which is a shame, you know. I don't want to beat about the bush, but I don't. I'm a gay virgin. For a long time assumed I was asexual, turns out just an unmotivated gay. In more ways than one, can't be fucked. And I can't be asked either. But yeah, I have been attempting to find my way into the realms of dating. It's been difficult. Basically, it's not that my standards are too high, right? If anything are too low, I would genuinely be prepared to marry any guy who was willing to marry me on a Northern Rail Class 142 pacer within the relevant terms and conditions. Problem is, the other guy's standards have to be even lower because he has to put up with this. And I did meet a guy, right? And we're getting on quite well, and I thought, you know, this could work, this could lead to something. I was flirting with him. I think it was working, but I never got to find out because I told him I was autistic and he went fucking weird. Normally I'd have a microphone when I do that, so there's like a reason for it, but fucking weird. He went, right? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, no offense, but, which is what people always say before they say something really offensive. He said, no offense, but I just don't think morally I could ever date or have sex with an autistic person. Morally. I'm autistic, I'm not a fucking cat. Morally. Guess at the end of the day, I've just got to acknowledge that for some people, it's not my fault, not my problem, but for some people, the tism apparently just doesn't make them jism.
Oh, I'll do it.
People sometimes...
Emerson, brother, well done, mate. Well done. I'll go first on that.
So?
The first question I've got to ask is, do you like sharks?
I like sharks no less than the next autist. I wouldn't
Brilliant.
say I was an expert.
Okay, let me jump into this.
I'll
Couple.
show you what I do like.
Oh, it's a true story, yeah? There's a bit of shit on the end of
Yeah.
that one, though. Gay joke. Listen, I thought the gay stuff was
It's too
on
big
point.
for me, mate.
I thought the gay stuff was on point. I thought you should have started with that, but then when you did your callbacks, I was like, right, okay, that's why this structured like this. On point, brilliant. Oh, what was it? I loved it. I think, listen, being on Zoom on camera is not for everyone. You engaged the camera like a motherfucker. You leant in at the right
Yeah, but I
points.
only worked out how to do that about halfway
John,
through.
you
That's the
rotated it,
problem.
and I could see how you could do that with a mic as well. You captivated it, and you it's been going on for a while now. It's later on. You kept me engaged all the way through. So yeah, I applaud that. And hopefully you will get. Yeah. Oh, I did one joke. We said I can't be asked. You could have said I can't be asked, as in a gay joke. But other than that,
I did say I can't be asked.
was it asked or asked?
I asked. I'm from Sheffield. I say asked.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought it was can't be asked. But I was like, okay, that could be asked as in bum. But yeah, there's a colloquial
It was
digital
asked.
reference. Brother, loved it, mate. Well done. Very, very
Cheers.
happy with that. I'll let Danny go next. 'Cause I think Kimberly's ready to suck you off. So
So am I. I really love to see you live, to be honest. I really enjoyed all that. I did miss one joke about having sex with a train. If that's what you actually said, I might have just made that up, to be honest. But
It was more sex on a train.
right. What was the punchline? I missed that bit there.
I think actually, I think I said married instead of bummed. Sometimes I say bummed. I just said if I were to try and date, I'd have to find someone who was willing to marry me on a Class 142 diesel multiple unit.
Hopefully that's not
True
true.
that.
Someone turned you down finding out you had autism. Surely they'd love the carer's allowance.
That's an amalgamation of two men, that bit, to be honest. One guy said it to me in conversation, and the other guy I was flirting with, and he went a bit weird when I said I was autistic, so I just sort of...
On to the next one now.
I'll tell you, if you do have sex on a train, surely you'd get to choose which seat's the priority.
I was going to ask.
Who says we're doing it on seats?
Do you know what? That's me being an idiot. I apologise. That was very short-sighted on me, Emerson. You're very correct.
Would you want to be the train or the tunnel?
Honestly, I never know whether to smother or mother you. Like, I think you're absolutely lovely. You know,
Well,
I've
can
seen
I
a
just
few-
quickly answer the previous question? Tunnel all the way.
Tunnel all the way. Love it.
You know, I'm a massive fan. And I think you're absolutely brilliant. You just how your brain works is like no others, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. And you can definitely see that you're gonna do really big things. And yeah. And I think you got one of the best voice ever. I think you sound like a Beatle, like I always have done. Yeah, I think you're so sweet, and just carry on what you're doing. You absolutely smashed it, and you definitely kept us all entertained, babe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well done. I mean, yeah, when I come up north, I definitely want to see you. Yeah, not for the gay sex, but yeah, to see your comedy. And yeah, if you're ever down south and you're looking for spots, let me know. Honestly, well done. And I'd love to. There's some people who take to doing this shit online. Some people it takes a while. You hit it out the park first time, brother. So well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll stop. Sucking you off now. You did brilliant, mate. Well done. All right. Cheers, Emerson.
Thank you. How do I leave?
Tap your heels 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Well done. And what was it? It's this isn't my living room. It's my office. So the freezer's just because I like ice cream. I like to have lollipops on the go. To be honest, Joshua. Cheers for the insight. Yeah, there's been some good people tonight.
Yeah, Emerson's always been really good. He's done Spitfire before, but he is a regular at Hot Water. Like, he'll always do the open mics there. I did a Halloween special with him for a mate's open mic, and he came as, was it like a yellow bus? And he made this whole costume, and he was like a big yellow bus. And yeah, he's just brilliant. He's so
bus
clever.
or a train?
I can't remember. I remember it was yellow. I had wheels, windows. It was brilliant. But yeah, I think he's great.
All right, so I see. Look, that's what happens when I choose people.
All right, choose the next one then.
No. You got your redemption qualities here, Kim. So I'll give you a number between 1 and 4.
3.
3. Okay. I don't think this is his name, as iPhone guessed, but it might be. We'll find out. We're pending. So, Danny, how do you think it's gone so far?
It's been really strong tonight. There's a couple I've got for second place, and not sure who's first yet.
Well, without me sounding catty, at the moment, Dee's got the soft spot in my heart. I've got to be honest.
It's not soft, is it?
Yeah. And she's texted me a number in between. And that's why I keep going away just to call the hotline. I'm that quick, you see.
Share the love, send that my way.
Right, iPhone guest. I'm intrigued to know who you are. I'm asking to unmute you. And now we'll play the waiting game. Your camera's off. I'll do etiquette here and give 10 seconds. Also, D, you are a very class act in the chat as well. You're a very comedian's comedian. Well played on that. Well, okay, I'll do a 5-second countdown, I'm afraid. 5. Actually, Joe, I might give the benefit. Joe, I might do a little bit. That's why. Brilliant. Right, I'll do the introduction then. We have Thomas Tarjo here, a blind comedian from Belgium. So I will give the benefit of the doubt and not be bitchy on timescales here. How's it going, Tom? We good?
I'm half asleep. It's going to be 11 here, and as you can see, I'm completely red. I've been out in the sun the whole day, so I haven't changed. I haven't even taken a shower yet. So yeah, this is how a dirty comedian looks like.
I love it. At least you don't know how you look, but you look beautiful, Thomas, so don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
Right, I want to talk to you after, but go.
Sure, why not? Hi, people.
Hi.
So so I'm blind, and that is why recently I went to an eye doctor, because I wanted to finally find a cure for my narcissism. Yeah, so recently I went to a doctor, but after some time, the assistant said to me, "Sir, now you can go in." But when I went in, let me do this again. Okay, so recently I went to a doctor. After some time, the nurse came up to me and said, "Sir, now you can go in. The doctor will see you." But when I went in, the doctor could not see me because he was blind. Yeah, so instead he touched me. And and after being touched by the doctor, I found out that I'm not gay because I did not like my prostate examination. Yeah. So bees are weird people. Bees talk to each other by shaking their butts. In other words, bees communicate with butt talks. Yeah, so talking about bees, do you know what you call the butt of a bee? Behind?
Yay.
All right, so what do you call a bee that has recently just been released from prison? Freebie?
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Yep.
You want me to continue?
Yeah, 100%, Thomas.
Sure. All right. Yeah. So unlike most people, I don't have a problem being overweight. The only issue is whenever I gain weight, my tummy tends to go out. But knowing how cruel the world is and being a protective parent, I prefer not to gain weight because I want to keep my tummy in where it is safe. All right. So you might say I'm fat, you might say I'm overweight, but I would just say this: I'm only rich in calories. All right. What else I wanted to tell you? So recently I started thinking I should join the 200-meter race in the Winter Olympics because I have a running nose. Yeah. So what else? I have so a lot of couples, they think they believe that matches are made in heaven, but I believe they're made in the factories. Yeah. So if you're not a smoker, you might not get this joke, but yeah, anyway. What else I wanted to tell you guys? So if you have a toy, that you want to rent, this is how you advertise it. Toilet.
Brilliant.
All right. And what else? If a businessman dies, then you announce it by saying, "Merchandise."
Okay. I shouldn't have laughed at that one. That was shit. I shouldn't have laughed at that. I hate one-liner comedians. I laugh at them, but I shouldn't.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I think we're having a lot of fun here. So these, I mean, by the way, these are all jokes that I've never tested before. I'm testing it for the first time. So yeah, it's good to hear what's happening. And I will, yeah. Go ahead. Go.
Shit.
Yeah, here's another one I wrote today. So I don't know about this one. So yeah, if you are a follower of if you're a follower of Donald Trump, then he calls you trumpet. I mean, trumpets most likely, plural. Otherwise, he wouldn't be elected. What else? I think I'm running out of my, the jokes I wanted to try out today. What else? Yeah, I think that's it for the moment because I'm half asleep. I can't remember any other jokes.
Okay, the old judge says, how it looks like you're reading something. Are you brailing it?
No, my hands are here. I haven't got anything. I'm leaning
it
against.
looks like you're reading something.
What am I reading?
No, but I'm saying it looks like that. It looks like you're reading a bit of paper.
No. I think I'm just trying to, stay awake and stay alive.
Right.
I think, and trying to remember my lines because these are all new jokes I'm trying out for the first time. So.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's why maybe that's why my face looks like I'm concentrating, which kind of resembles, I suppose, reading.
I mean, Tom, still to this day, my favourite joke that you've done is like, I can't remember what it was. The lines was like, oh, I'm a successful young I'm a young black comedian in Belgium.
Yeah.
Because of being blind. And to me, that I think of that joke daily. I think of that joke daily.
So for those who haven't heard that joke, I think the joke goes something like this. So I'm blind, and recently I was mistaken for Stevie Wonder. So recently I was mistaken for Stevie Wonder because we are both black. That's the joke.
I love that joke. I think of that joke daily. The Bumblebee one I liked. I think on Zoom, storytelling does better than one-lining because you can't feed off the audience. My personal opinion. But I've always been a fan. I'll do one more quick. When are you in London?
I'm planning to come because in Belgium there's not a lot of gigs. We just started, the English comedy culture. Still, we are working on it, so there's not a lot of venues here. So yeah, I'll be coming more and more to England. So I'm planning. I think the gig I have been booked to perform, it will be in October. I think 15 or 17, and that week I'm trying to fill up all the dates. So far I have like a couple of dates. I think Monday and Thursday or Wednesday.
Okay, no. Someone who runs a show said about 2 months ago that they had you coming in August.
Yeah, I have a few gigs booked in August, but the problem is that my schedule right now is very messy, so I have to cancel.
No, that's why I just wanted to ask because I wanted to come up and see you. Kimberly, Danny.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you want to go, Danny?
Well, I haven't got much to add to that, really. I thought it was really good. The main question I've got is what bees produce milk?
What bees produce milk? I have no idea.
Boobies. Come on, it was good.
I think that works for native English speakers. I try to write jokes, that non-native English speakers would get it. So that's a joke.
I suppose it must be quite difficult in a second language then.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things. Being from a native English speaking country, you always have to think about what kind of word you have to use so that it makes sense to people who are non-native speakers. That's why I'm really careful about what kind of words I use in jokes, because a lot of jokes I can tell you which doesn't work here or outside England and America, Australia and New Zealand, because most people are non-English, native English speakers. So yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm really careful.
Have you got many that translate or not?
Yeah, I think a lot of people often don't get a lot of these words, especially, for example, a lot of the expressions, English expressions, idioms. A lot of people don't get it, and there are some, I think, very specific words. For example, for like marmalade, might be quite simple everyday term, but a lot of people won't get it. So I think you, as a comedian coming from non-English and native English speaking, place, you really have to be careful. So that's something that I really think a lot before when I write jokes.
Before I get to Kim, I want to ask the question, Tom. Does Danny sound like somebody who visually looks like he's got his life together?
I don't think he would be here if he had his life together.
hanging on by a thread.
Kim?
Wow. I think that boobies joke doesn't work in any language. I was not a fan. But yeah, no, I really like you said. Like, you know, one-liners, yeah, they're good for a bit, but I saw somebody do 45 minutes for a whip the other day on one-liners, and it was it was a long night. But you know, the odd few ones, the B ones are cute. I think. Yeah, and being blind, would you find that beneficial for Zoom? Because obviously you haven't got that audience, you can't hear the audience, but you've still got you don't have to see anyone to get that, be able to perform. Is that a thing, or?
I know. I think that's one of the things that I kind of find interesting, you know, because in live, you know, performing live on the stage, it's different, obviously. You know, you can hear the audience, you know, their reaction, and obviously that also shapes how you're going to do your delivery. And, you know, yeah, so I think on Zoom, when you cannot hear the audience, yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's like you're talking to yourself. It's totally
open
different
mic
kind of
days.
vibe. So I find it kind of really kind of, I'm still figuring out, you know, performing this way because I've never done this before. It feels really weird, as if, you know, I'm in a fish tank.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering because obviously, like everyone else has had, you know, I've had to either look at Daniel's face or the logo. So, but yeah, no, I did like you said, and yeah, I just think you did really well. So, if you're ever over in England, I'd like to see you as well. I'd like to see because it's very brave doing a lot of new stuff for a Gong Show. I think, you know.
Oh,
You
by the way, I've
tried
never done any Gong Show before. This is my first.
Tom, I'll say now,
right,
you
okay.
wouldn't want to see Kimberly. It's fine.
You're a cunt. So yeah, no, I'd like to see your original stuff as well to see what's tried and tested.
Right, absolutely. Yes, please. I mean, do connect on, you know, Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Over the comments on that one. Tom, love you, brother. You know, you always got a soft spot in my heart, mate.
No issues, Dan. Thank you. And
Take
guys,
care, mate.
have a good evening. We'll
Good
catch
night,
you next
bye.
time. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, Kim, I'm proud of that joke. I don't care. Right, so, I was right. I thought iPhone would have been him because he can't do Discord.
I was thinking, yeah, because he can't change his name. What's his last name?
Tojo. I think it was episode 8 or something on the pods.
Tarjo, I think.
Oh, I stay out of fucking Wikipedia. Fucking hell. I didn't invite you to this conversation. No, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's lovely. He's very friendly. I got a lot of time for him.
Yeah, he seems sound. Yeah, definitely.
Right,
come on, next victim. Come on, get
so
shake your ass.
We've got 3 left. Give me a number.
2.
Okay. We'll find out. Join in. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we've had 2 Belgiums tonight as well. We're going international already. I like this guy.
Here he is.
I'm happy. And go, Robert. When you are. Right.
Hello.
Cool. Yep.
I'm Josh. A bit about me. I'm not the most fashionable guy in the world, so I'll continue to wear clothes even after they're no longer trendy.
You won me already.
I realise I've kept YouTube on, so I'll just mute that 1 second.
I can actually half the other forehead.
It's a big forehead, it's fine. All right. The other thing about me, I was dating a girl until recently, but she finished with me because she said I just bottle up all my emotions, which I think is fair. Because I knew I was presenting from home, I wanted to make sure my background expressed my personality, and I think I've done a good job. Okay, enough jokes. I want to talk to you about something serious, something I've been thinking about for some time, and this online stage is where I want to talk about it. The demographics of this country are changing. I see it when I walk the streets, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Just last year, the average male height in the UK was 5'9". Today it's 5'10". I'm 5'9". Why do bad things happen to good people? I've always considered myself quite liberal, welcoming to immigrants, refugees, and asylum seekers. But if foreigners are coming over here and changing national height statistics, taking me from average to short, I draw the line. I draw the line here. I used to be able to look the average man in the eyes like this. Now I have to do this. I'm not taking it lying down. That would only exacerbate the height difference. So I came up with a plan. I don't know if you know, but the Netherlands has the world's tallest population. As a result, I've applied to work for the Home Office pro bono, sabotaging Dutch immigration applications. I'm also organising nationwide marches, campaigning for an open-door immigration policy from East Timor and Madagascar, the world's shortest countries. We've got to make them feel welcome. Slogans work. They work because they're catchy and to the point, like happy wife, happy life. But how about shorter population come to this nation? Above 5'9" crosses a line. Height a bit much? Blame the Dutch. I'm not going to exaggerate the significance of this issue, but ladies, do you care about the future of this planet at all? Because irreparable damage is caused by global warming, which is exacerbated by greenhouse gases, which are produced by burning fossil fuel, with heavier vehicles using more fuel and taller people being statistically heavier. So by dating, mating, creating taller men, ladies, you're expediting our extinction. Which is why I've started working with Greenpeace's marketing department, creating the catchy slogan, dating tall will kill us all. Now, I'm not going to say that it's in the national interest to have men 5'9" or shorter, but Ted Bundy was 5'10". Jeffrey Epstein was 5'11", and Jeffrey Dahmer was 6 foot. That paints a pretty negative picture of tall men and Jeffs. Now compare them to men 5'9" or shorter, picked completely at random. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Jesus. Don't look into that. What I'd normally say here, which I realise... Sorry?
I like that. Sorry, I'm smiling to myself.
Oh, thank you. What I would normally say here, but I now realise I can't say, but I'm going to say it anyway now, is, do we have any Jeffrey Epstein fans in? Then I would peer into the crowd. And no, it appears not. Well, fine. Do we have any Martin Luther King fans in?
Woo!
There you go. Did you notice the disparity in cheering there? That's evidence that society prefers men 5'9" or shorter. All I'm saying is we need less Chris Hemsworth, more Tom Cruise. Less Jeremy Clarkson, more Richard Hammond. Less Rolf Harris, more Jimmy Savile. Now, during her 49-day reign as Prime Minister, Liz Truss managed to lose the British economy £30 billion. Liz Truss is 5'7". But I have it on reliable authority that she made all leadership decisions whilst wearing 3-inch heels. Jack the Ripper's identity was never discovered, but I have no doubt he was at least 5'10", named Jeff, and probably Dutch. Now, I can see you all looking at me through this screen and thinking, Josh, you don't look 5'9", you look taller than 5'9". Well, you're right, I'm actually 5'9 3/4", which means I round up on dating apps. On Tinder, I'm 6'2". I bought this to help convince the women when I go on dates. Now, finally, I suppose you all think I just stay at home, waiting for terrible people to do awful things, and then Googling their height. Well, that's not the case. I then make t-shirts. Can you imagine how awkward it was when I went into the printing shop and asked them to make this t-shirt? I've been Josh Taylor. Thank you very much.
Josh, well done, mate. Okay. Well, where do I start from? That was a solid 5. Honestly,
100%.
solid 5. The question I want to ask most is how often and how do you prepare to write new material?
I write new material quite frequently, but often because there's endless props, it doesn't work, and then I look like an idiot on stage.
And so, okay, let me ask, if the first joke doesn't bang, we can't transfer our set anywhere else, can we? You're on that train track.
Yeah. No, it's either it goes well or you die, and it happens.
I mean, look, you had me going all the way through. Look, you see, during that, I put you to the tier 1 bit, saying that I want you back on again. Like, it ticked the kid innocent humour in me. And you know when you laugh at something, and then you're like, why? And I got annoyed at myself for finding it funny, but then I kept laughing all the way through, and it was continuous.
Oh, thank you.
I I do like how the fact you're just average on maybe the height statistic, but we're dying on this hill passion-wise, which I thought was brilliant. Like, this story coming from a dwarf, I don't even think he would have hit as hard because that would have been an obvious statement. Is why you died on this hill over an inch, and for me, I ticked that box. The only question I want to know is if I came to see you the second time, what would be different?
Well, so it depends. This can go on for 7 or 8 minutes, with more jokes and more props if I've got time. The other, I then tend to do 5-minute sets on different things. So after that, I can go on to a bit about crime or stalking or whatever.
Okay, I've got 2 more questions. I'll let these 2 jump in. First of all, have you been wearing all these tops since 7 o'clock?
Yes, I've been sweating. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, sweating like a pig.
And if you did a 25-minute set, would you start off looking a beast? And then you just whittle your way down with clothes?
So that's the thing. I now ensure that if I do a longer set, the t-shirts come off at the beginning.
And that is the last top, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm done then. I loved it. Kimberly, Danny.
You didn't let the Zoom element stand in your way. You literally went for it straight from the bat. Absolutely love your delivery. It's just you could tell you've definitely perfected it. You've definitely worked hard on it, and it was just all the t-shirts, even using the background, and yeah, just the whole thing. You'd be proud to hear my partner is 5'6", so I am, woo. I'm gonna just look at the comments. Hey,
how tall are you?
5'4".
Okay, fair.
And I don't even wear heels.
Short ass.
Yeah. But yeah, no, absolutely very strong delivery. How long have you been doing it?
A year and a half. Oh no,
Honestly,
not that set, but I've been doing. Yeah. Thank you.
Where are you from?
From Manchester, but I live in London.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I would love to see you live. I'd love to see the whole 25 minutes. I think you're absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I just brilliant. I know, like, one of the reasons why Daniel wants the judges is he wants us to be horrible. I've really struggled tonight to be horrible because I think some of the quality of some of the acts on tonight has been phenomenal, and you are literally one of the most outstanding ones I've seen tonight. So well done.
Thank you very much, and everyone has been very good. But thank you,
Danny.
I just absolutely love that, especially the deadpan delivery. Really, really enjoyed that. And
it's because it's a serious topic.
Of course, yeah.
See, I like it. You keep the banter going. I like that as well.
I'm just wondering where the t-shirts are from and if you sell them as merch afterwards. You make a fortune with them.
I should sell them as merch. They come from a local t-shirt printer, and every time I have to go in because I keep losing a t-shirt, I have to explain again. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't just go around with these.
I presume you must kill it at Gong shows then. If you're London based, we've got quite a few of them.
Gong shows have gone well apart from, well, it went well in the end, but Comedy Store, because there's no grace period. So, and I sound racist at the beginning.
Right. Okay.
So I said the demographics of this country are changing. I see it when I walk the streets. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then they gong me off.
Right. Okay. You don't get past that period. Fair.
Well, no. So then it was okay. They said, well, he can't possibly be that racist. So they said, let him finish the joke, and then we'll see if we gong him off. And then it was okay. But otherwise, I would have remained gonged off.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, so are we doing 5s, 7s, 10s? Have we moved on to page yet?
So I'm doing paid. I've got my first. Well, I've got 15s coming up, but otherwise generally 10s and yeah.
Okay. I'll speak to you after, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, mate. Okay. Honestly.
Thank
well
you very
done.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout after. In a bit, man. Much love.
Bye bye. Thank you.
I'll kick you then because your hands are in the air being too fucking egotistical. Much love, brother. He fell on that sword before or after. I mean, like I said, online comedy, it's not for everyone.
No.
Some people can do it, some people can't. He killed that.
Yes, like I said, straight from the bat. He didn't even let him face it. He just went straight in. I love that. So
straight away.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I think the more we do this, though, more people, and you have the same people on, more people get comfortable with the Zoom element. I think that's one of the things that just throw people in. And it's like, this is a brand new thing. So hopefully that won't be a thing that gets in people's way going forward. But
I mean, like, look at Danny. Danny, I'll say I know Danny quite well. You know, the bald prick in the face right there. He sucked arse last week.
Oh shit, wasn't it?
He sucked. I mean, Kimmy, you killed it, but you kill everything. He sucked at doing it, but I know he knows about comedy. So you got to give him benefit of the doubt. Right, who had the last one?
Me, I think.
You did well then. Kimmy, between 1 and 3.
1.
1. Okay. I think this is better doing it this way also instead of just adding them after. Have them in the wings, waiting to come. I'll say that. Might have jinxed it. But no, I always say this, the caliber on the open mic circuit is ridiculous.
Yeah, brilliant.
All right, well, I'm going to have a wank. So you're a very good looking man.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, but.
Oh, am I up?
So am I. Right. Go on, Michael.
Perfect. We're ready?
We're ready, mate.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having me tonight. I haven't downloaded my VPN yet, so I haven't really got anything else to do. So thanks very much for having me again. My name's Michael Kyle. I'm actually a teacher in my professional life, which means in my spare time, I'm also a teacher. I'm obviously Mr. Kyle, but the kids don't like to call me that. They like to call me Kim Jong Kyle instead, which isn't particularly nice of them. So being a teacher, actually in the local area, I'm actually a little bit of a micro celebrity. I'll be honest with you. I get recognised all around the local area. Hi, sir. How are you? Hi, sir. How are you? All the time, which has moved on a bit because when in the 90s we just used to shout their names really loudly and then run off in the opposite direction. But so hi, sir. How are you? So I try and keep a low profile. So I went to a soft play the other day with my little boy. And these soft plays are weird places because you get all kinds of different people in there. So you get like the kids kind of wandering around smearing food, like a packet of Wotsits or something. It's all over the plastic, like some kind of juvenile member of Just Stop Oil. Or you get the dads looking around going, oh, scaffolding and foam is £11.50 in here. Bloody expensive. Or you get the ball pit, or as I like to call it, the pathogen party. And you normally get like a kid being held by his ankles, just being moved around like some kind of snot floor cleaner, like just all over the place. You get the kid crying, like, oh, I've lost my mum. And I'm just like, oh, fuck off. I'm trying to play with my kid. So I'm up at the top, right? And my little boy, he dives down a hole. And like a good American soldier in Vietnam, I'm straight down the hole with him, right? Now, also like an American soldier in Vietnam, I quickly realise I'm in trouble because my body twists one way and my legs twist the other, and I dislocate my knee in the soft play, which is a pretty poor sight for a 38-year-old man having a dislocated knee inside a soft play. That's not the worst part of the story, though. The worst part of the story comes about 30 seconds later, when an adolescent soft play supervisor comes up to help pop my knee back in place and suddenly recognizes me and goes, "Oh, hi, sir. How are you?" Because that kid used to work with me, and it was in my class, which was a bit of a nightmare. So I limp out with a sore knee and a little bit embarrassed, and me and my little boy, we go for some lunch. Healthy eating's difficult these days, isn't it? Do you remember in the 90s when everyone was worried about E numbers? Remember that? Yeah. And then trans hydrogenated fats got a really bad rep for a very, very long time, didn't it? And then gluten. Remember gluten? Everyone was worried about that for 10 years, weren't they? Oh, sorry, Dave, I can't come to your barbecue. Fuck off then. Like, just no time for them. But now everyone's worried about ultra processed foods, aren't they? Right? Everyone's now, I don't know about to you, but an ultra processed food to me feels like the food has been involved in some kind of lab accident, right? It's almost like a packet of noodles has tripped and fallen into a vat of chemicals, and it hasn't quite come out okay. Oh. Hi everyone, my name's Ramen. Whoa! Yes, yes. I can feel the power moving through my noodle arms. I shall be known as Ramen no more. From this day forth, I shall be known as Super Noodles! Yes, look at you, Danny Moore. You're already thinking about Tesco's delivery services, aren't you? Thinking of all the flavours that you could get from me. I can be any flavour you want, Kimberly. Bacon, Chinese chow mein. You want me to be twice-size sweet chili? I'm yours. That's it. Oh, you're just imagining all the flavours, aren't you? You'll be walking down the supermarket aisles being enticed by my electric spangly packaging. And you're thinking, oh my God, fuck that whole grain shit. I want you! And then you will come closer and you will notice that there's a QR code on the side of my body, and you will scan me and you will think and get linked to a premium rate text messaging service where you think you will win a car. But all you will win is another packet of noodles! Once I'm done, the noodle industry will be worth billions! What the hell's going on down there? I wouldn't worry about it. Really? Yeah, that's just Super Noodles. He's got a new recipe. Chemicals send him crazy for a few days. Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen to us. Nah, we're chill. Want some more pot noodle? Thank you very much.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let me run through for a second. Okay. I wrote a couple of bits down on that one. Let's start with. I'll start from the beginning because then it was almost like two bits in one on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wrote something down and then I'm going back on my word on it because I didn't give it enough time. Okay. On the first bit, when you talk about tradesmen and shit, I'm waiting for you to be offensive on your punchlines, but you wasn't.
Right.
I think you swear at the wrong times. You swear with more ooze.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on me. Yeah, swore on the wrong times. I was waiting for the shock value in some of your bits, and then it didn't arrive. But overall, okay, I'll go to the next bit. I wrote, as it says it, I wrote physical comedy, not for you, and then I wrote back instantly after, then you won it back. Because I saw when you started doing the physical noodle bit, I was like, where the fuck is this going? But then you won me back on it. But it was like you was two different comedians all of a sudden. Like that noodle bit, at first, I had secondhand embarrassment, but then you won me back and I was laughing.
Okay.
When you do, have you done that bit on stage?
Yeah.
Does it get a laugh throughout it, or is it a build-up?
Do you know what? I've only done it a few times, so I've not been doing it long. But I get kind of it's almost so crazy. People like love it, but it's just silence for the whole bit, and then I get like a big clap at the end.
That's what I thought it would have been. They're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck's he doing? Well, okay, yeah, and then you won it. And then when you,
Yeah.
because I can see instantly when you went into the crowd work with Danny
Yeah.
and Kimberly, and you know that's when you started winning it back because
Yeah.
you went from like you was about a 3 throughout, and then you went to a 6, and then when you did your crowd work, you went up to a 9-10 with
Mhm.
your like, you know, your passion, your emphasis, and that won it for me.
Okay.
Like so, it's almost like you've got 2 different sets in
Mhm.
the same material.
Mhm.
So it was a build up. I'm a fan. I'll tell you now, yeah, like I like to shit on it a little bit, but no, I'm a fan of that, and it built up for me to a point that I was like, okay, yeah, you won me at the end. I
Okay.
don't think you'd survive a Gong Show doing it,
Right.
but I think if you had like a solid, 10-minute set where you could do the build up, it would work
Mhm.
perfectly.
Okay.
Danny, Kim,
I was just going to ask what set time you usually do.
Well, I've only done 5s at the moment, so
Ah.
that's a 5.
It
But
definitely seems something of 2 halves.
Mhm.
I can't really add much more than Dan's done, really. Definitely through the super noodle bit, I did wonder what drugs you'd taken. If you can send some to me, that'd be brilliant. The build up to it, I kind of think it should be a bit more ranty and angry.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. But yeah, as soon as you started doing the crowd work, that was it. It really, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've the crowd work. I've mixed it up a little bit, but people generally really like it when I'm pointing at them and saying, "You want me, don't you?" And just goes a bit.
Must be nice to get them squirming, have that uncomfortable moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate Callum's comment in the thing right now. I really hope someone walks in on him right now. That kind of a little bit. Kim?
I have, yeah. I totally agree. It was like watching 2 different comedians. And it's very sweet at first. Oh, I'm a teacher, and everyone says I yeah. And I was thinking like, I bet half the girls at school like proper fancier. And I'm thinking like there's a nonce joke there somewhere, but just that build up and then straight into the noodle thing. It was a very very mighty boosh that I thought.
You played both
And
parts.
yeah. But when you just said, Kimberly, you want this, and my brain was just like, what's happening right now?
What do you teach?
Science.
Not drama. Okay, fucking hell. Okay,
I've been around a lot of chemicals though, so
there you go. Okay, yeah, I presume secondary school then.
yes.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I will say you did miss one line when you said I worked with this person. Well, I presumed it was your student.
Yeah, I messed it up slightly.
Sorry, Kim, I interrupted you, love.
No, it's fine. I'm still reeling from like what's just happened. Yeah, totally took everyone by surprise. And yeah, definitely one of the best ways to stand out tonight, because yeah, it's the caliber has been, and you've definitely you've made yourself stand out.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure.
It's a good thing. Like the fact that you took us all by surprise, and like you are literally like one of the last few acts, so you've obviously had to like graft to sort of, keep everyone's attention. You definitely succeeded in doing that. So well done, sweetheart.
It's a learning curve. Where are you from, Michael?
Near Brighton.
Okay, well that just checks the box straight away. Where have you done in Brighton?
I've done the Secret Comedy Club.
Yeah.
I'm doing Lollipops in London tomorrow.
Oh, who are you bringing?
Sorry?
Who are you bringing?
Myself.
I fucking hate bringer clubs, but go on, carry on.
I'm doing the first one, and then I've got to wait and do the one afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm up to about 11 gigs, and I've done.
Have you done Edge yet?
No.
I'll speak to Jamie Onions. I'll get you on in there, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, I've met James Onions. Yeah, he's a nice.
He's a
yeah,
prick,
but please
isn't he?
speak to him.
He's a prick, isn't he? Do you think he's a prick?
Sorry?
Do you think he's a prick?
No, he seems like a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. I just wanted to catch you out. Okay, no. I'll have a word with him, okay? Well done, Michael.
All right, thanks very much.
Yeah. But
cheers.
I must admit, Danny, for doing this, job of kicking him after, you are doing a shit job, mate. Okay? Stop fucking staring at him. I want to see your hands for the whole time next time we have someone good looking on, okay? Fucking dirty bastard. Right.
He was so cute.
I presume Nikita's not coming, no?
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to knock him out.
Well, message him now. We've got 2 people left on the chat. So, do
and
you want a
Nikita's
1
not
or
one
a
of
2?
them. You choose. I'm going to message Nikita.
All right. Danny, do you want a 1 or a 2?
No, let's go for 1.
Let's go for 1, okay. Paul Ford. Also, commend for the comedians waiting. Oh, that'll fuck me. You was fucking tapping that left click straight away. Love that. How's it going, Paul?
How we doing, mate? All right, how we doing?
Oh, I like you already.
Fuck me, you was
Oh yeah, turn me off YouTube. Yeah, you're more me. Right.
Yeah, right. How we doing? All right. Can you hear me? All right.
I can hear you perfectly, brother. I'm ready when you are.
Right then. So, yeah, I want to thank you for letting me all on here tonight. I want to just say publicly now that Dan, you have made a massive error letting me on here, because giving me a platform to speak publicly is a little bit like giving Jimmy Savile the keys to that children's ward. It's a fucking mistake. Yeah, so I'll try not to commit too many hate crimes tonight while I'm trying to make people laugh, but we'll see how it goes, eh? So having said that, let me tell you a little bit about myself and how much of a piece of shit I am. So I'm the sort of bloke that will stand over your dying nan and inhale her last breath. I chat so much shit, there's more smoke coming at me than Grenfell. I'm the only bloke I know to get kicked off Epstein's Island for lowering the tone. It comes to something when you don't even make the flight log. I'm the sort of bloke that if I was to get dumped by my missus today, I'd like to go in town, I'd find a struggling single mother or 2, and try and turn her into a struggling single mother of 3.
Oh, wait, I need to cut myself. I need to mute myself. Sorry.
When I did used to go out and about on the pool, I'd go in town, find a girl, pull her, take her back to hers, do the business, release the hounds, and when the woman's in the toilet or when the girl's in the toilet doing what girls do after sex, and after me, I'd imagine this throw up. I'd get changed, put my clothes on, swipe all the change off the bedside table, I'd wipe my cock in the curtains, I'd slam the door as loud as I can on the way out, and wake up the rest of the kids in the children's room. I hate my fucking kids. Let's be honest. I hate my fucking kids. All right. As so much so that recently I tried to sell my 2 boys, so I took them up to Rochdale to see me Muslim mates, and they said they're just the wrong sex, mate. So I brought them back down south to see Hugh Edwards at the BBC, and he went, they're just too fucking old. It comes to something when even Hugh Edwards turns his nose up at 2 young boys, doesn't it? Leaves you thinking it may be Lucy Letby should have been their midwife or something. Oh shit, I'm sorry, my phone fell off then. Apologies. So yeah, no, I used to be married. It must be a bit of a surprise with all the shit I'm coming out with right now, but even less a surprise I'm not married anymore, because all the lovely people out in the world that would refer to their other half as honey or babe or something like that. I used to refer to mine as the slag of doom. And yeah, I do have a new. Fucking God, I'm so sorry. I do have a new partner though, and she's less of a slag of doom and just more of a bearer of bad news for me nowadays. So yeah, it's yeah, she is a fucking angel, to be honest, a real fucking angel. I really have lucked out with my new partner. As I must have been Jesus in a past life or something. But using that sort of thing, she must have been a Nazi death camp officer, because I am a fucking hellcat to be around. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wasn't loved as a kid though. You can probably tell. As yeah, the lack of love and affection was so short supplied in my house that when that one kid in class used to come in covered in bruises and used to get nonced on by his dad, you were left jealous. That my dad never fancied me like his dad did to him. Yeah. So yeah, moving on. Let's look at some of my sexual proclivities. Pornography's changed nowadays, hasn't it? It all used to be jazz mags, and they were like the holy grail when I was growing up. It was fantastic. Do you know what I mean? You have a copy of Mayfair or like a parade or something like that, and they used to be full of darlings, like Sharon, Essex, hairdresser, Tracy, Chester, teaching assistant, and they would be just bang on. Faces like Da Vinci had painted them himself, you know, perfect tits, fannies like paper cuts, absolutely fantastic, right? And then, you know, you're working away in these little magazines, and yeah, then you'd flick over and you'd land on the Reader's Wives page, wouldn't you? And you'd end up on that fucking disaster, and it end up being, you know, like Janice, Moss Side, mama free, unemployed, and she'd be fucking horrendous. You know, she'd have teeth like she could chew an apple for a tennis racket, dusty old saddlebags for tits, stretch marks on her gut like a topographical map of the Pennines, and a cesarean scar on her belly like she'd had a fight with a shark. It was absolutely fucking horrendous. But if you did land on that page, you'd finish, and you'd finish fucking strong. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays, magazines have gone out the window, haven't they? They're just finished. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's all online now, and now it's all tranny porn. You start on the top of the page, you see this beautiful woman again coming down, fantastic tits, and all of a sudden there's a great big rounder's back where the country bit is just fucking mental. And it's not a dick thing, it's not a gay thing. It's like, you know, it leaves you feeling very inadequate when there's a geezer with tits on there with a fucking cock the size of a fucking Stella can, do you know what I mean? And you're feeling rather fucking put to one side. So, but yeah, you know, I've always said you need a bit of cock in a porno. So I said it ain't a gay thing. It really is just an inadequacy thing, you know what I mean? Having no cock in a porno would be like having a Greg sausage roll without having a sausage in it. It'd be fucking pointless. But using that analogy, if all you had was cock in a porno, you know, you might as well just have a box of Walls bangers. It's fucking terrible for you.
Well, we'll stop it there, brother.
Yep.
I go with guys. What do you think? I wrote stuff down on this. What do you two think first? I want to hear your opinions first.
I do a lot of roast battles on that. I've never heard so much offensive stuff crammed in just a few minutes. Yeah. I mean, I won't want to take you on a roast. You would actually petrify me. I think you would just make it your mission to make me cry, and it would probably work.
Of course, it is all make believe. I haven't really tried to sell me kids mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually believe that because you have beautiful photos right behind you. Yeah, they're so cute. Where are you from?
Bristol.
Bristol, yeah. No, I'm from Plymouth, so like, you know, similar accents.
Oh, we got the Yarp, haven't we? Hey.
Yeah, but
yeah, I travel. So I get quite a decent amount in Bristol, but I get the better response I get with the gigs and the sets I do is really moving over in the South Wales. Actually, they seem to be about sort of, I'm going to say, without, you know, no offense made here, about 10 years behind on sort of like on humor and politics and things like that. They're not so wokey, and
yep.
I seem to get on really well with that over there.
Yeah, I think you should do a roast battle, definitely.
Danny?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's all good. I think you lost a lot of people with the porn bit, though. I started to read the comments as soon as you.
I didn't see any of the comments. What did they say? Fucking hell, leave to stop it.
Pretty much, yeah. Please make it stop. I'm sure you've not heard that since you put your kid to bed. So it's all good. Whereabouts in South Wales have you been doing the gigs then?
Going right away from Newport into Cardiff. Really, I did one at the Fairwater Hotel two weekends ago.
Oh yeah, with Raheem.
Raheem, yeah, it was brilliant. Like I said, I had, you know, again, I know it's quite a sort of raucous kind of comedy I do. It suits me. It's what I like watching that, and I had a really good response over there from it. You know, and it's nice when people come up to you and tell you how funny you were after. Again, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I know that. I'm a big guy. I would imagine I could come across quite as an intimidating character, but this is why I do try and soften myself up a little bit, and you know, but it's not very easy to do that. Do you know what I mean?
I did wonder if you did like rugby clubs or working men's clubs, that sort of thing.
Well, again, it's I've got a couple of rugby clubs booked up and that, but I've got my first headline show in December in Bristol, back at Chip and Sodbury Town Hall. So we'll see how that goes.
How long's that?
That's a 25-minute one. That one.
Oh, mate, but, my bit now.
I mean, it's not all one-liners like this as well. I've got, like, you know, I do have, it kind of goes more into like the sort of story comedy as well. So I've had a few adventures over my time and that. So we talk about me having a blue badge and all that sort of stuff. So
I'll go now. First 3 minutes, absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. Loved it. Pissing myself laughing. I'm a comedian's comedian. I look at the value of the comedy of the punchline. My critique will be, it was the same it was the same pace throughout.
Yeah,
You
like
need to
I've
play
been
with
listening to
your tempo a little bit. You need to, because if I talk like this consistently and I keep going like this and I talk like this and I can do joke after joke, the jokes sound amazing, the jokes sound brilliant, punchline. Yeah, I thought about my jokes, I write my jokes are amazing, the jokes are brilliant. I did this one line was brilliant, fantastic one line. You can only do it for so long. You need to work on your tempo a little bit, slow it down a bit on moments,
yeah,
and then bring it back on other moments to bring them back into the room. Tempo is quite key. Okay, I'm being polite. Fuck the chat. You're funny. Okay, your jokes are good. Tempo, you need to slow down and speed up on moments to recaptivate people.
No,
Otherwise,
100%
regardless of how
agreed.
good the jokes are, people might lose interest.
Well, this is I've been listening to you all night and listening to what it said about the online stuff.
It's a different game. It's a completely different game, brother.
Yeah, and it's like you said, I haven't been doing. Look, I did my first gig back in May. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I haven't been doing this long. I write all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just it's just been a bit of a whirlwind, this sort of thing, and I get my time in from people laughing on the things. So this is the first time doing the online one, so it's a learning curve. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, I'll spoil it now. I've been doing it since May. I've been doing it for 3 months. I've got a gig in 2 weeks. I'm getting paid 500 quid for a 15-minute set down in Reading.
Nice.
It's speed. It's tempo is key, and emotion is key. And I'm just going to repeat what I literally just said. I liked your jokes. I know they're not going to be for everyone, but you need to look at the science behind it. Your jokes did well. You took it away. There was enough shock value.
Yeah.
To hit hard, but it was the same tempo throughout.
No, I appreciate the feedback.
That's my only bit, bro. But no, I enjoyed that. Have you done Barking Toad yet in Gloucestershire?
No, I sent off one of the online application, the Google forms the other day for that one there as well.
I'll give him a message for you, Paul. Message me after this.
I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much.
I know him very well. All right, cheers. Much love, dude.
Take it steady.
All right. So the thing I love about comedy, something might not be for everyone.
100%.
Like, and he will lose a room in seconds.
Yeah.
But needs to learn the room he's playing at. I've said this now, he's off camera because I don't want to fight him. Yeah, you know, like, I'll do the fight talk now.
Yeah, the quality of the jokes was good, but he would lose a lot of people, and you can see from the comments people just wanted it to stop. So, but yeah, it's just some of the things I was just like dead shocked at, like, oh my god, yeah,
100%. But the thing is that they were well written jokes, and that's the thing. And
there's good wordplay on, and the punchlines, like, yeah. And I think because he has got that stance, like that aggression, like, if somebody like, I don't know, 5'5" and looks at me,
it might have get bitched up in seconds.
Yeah, it's how that sort of works with his persona.
Yeah.
That's sort of like a character almost.
It's like Danny doing his NWA jokes. It's not going to work. But the one thing I will respect, and I know I'm losing the people, he's stuck by his conviction. And in comedy, if you say a joke, you need to stick by it.
Yeah.
You might like it, you might dislike it, you might find it offensive, you might find it distasteful. You need to stick by the jokes you do.
I totally get that, because I think, am I too rude for this room? And I'm like, well, I don't know until I open my mouth. And like pure filth comes out. And I've had evils from, people in the room going, oh God, bloody hell, she's pure filth. And then I've had people absolutely love it. So you never know until you're in a room how they're going to respond.
That's why you stop playing monasteries.
It was them nuns. I mean, they absolutely loved it. They said when one of my old jokes is, this is when I was bigger, like I'm a filth, fatty I'd like to fist. And the response I get on that one, yeah.
I imagine fist. I see Dee Dixon lighting up in the chat already over fisting. She's gone in seconds. Fucking hell. But the thing is, okay, when you say it comes to good comedians and they say they can play every room, and I ask this question a lot, as a comedian, should you play every room? I always ask on my podcast, I ask both of you it. How would he play, say, like Laughing Labia or A Woman's Rights Room?
You wouldn't.
Yeah, not well at all. No, it wouldn't work,
No.
would it at all?
So do you need to pander to your audience? And then are you truly a comedian if you can't play every room and turn any joke you do into a comedic element of that room you're in?
There is a lot of grey areas. Like, I am gonna do a gig that I've done before, and the guy who runs it has actually gone, right, can you try and be more family friendly this time? You know, and it's like, I've seen Dawn Bailey, who is brilliant, in a week. She did her original set, which is pure smut and, you know, like every innuendo and every curse word, whatever. And a couple of days later, she did a nice village hall, and you can literally see where she toned everything down. So
that's the art.
Yeah, but sometimes the promoter will ask you to, because if they know the room and they know how people are going to respond, then sometimes you have to sort of, if I want this gig, I am going to have to put a different take on it.
I mean, you see why promoters ask for videos first nowadays, can't you?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, welcome to the shelter's home. Can you deliver your 5 minutes? Fuck me. Like, but, you know, comedy's subjective. Like, you just got to enjoy it. So I'll ask you guys to vote, but there's only one person left in the chat ready to go. Bless his heart for being here this whole time. So, can you give me a number, Kimberly, between 1 and 1?
1.
Jeez. They breed them smart up north, don't they? Oh, you're from the south, aren't you? I can't even do
I'm
that.
from the south,
I'm shit on
yeah.
myself here. Bobby!
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, right. Can you hear me, guys?
Hear you
I can
perfectly.
hear you.
Yeah, fantastic. Right. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Anyway, guys, it's nice to be here. I am the a diversity quota for tonight. Guys, you know what? I just turned 30. Yeah, no need to applaud that shit. You know what, right? You know what I hate more than being 30? Have you guys noticed whenever, you know, like you hit a milestone, whether that's 30 or 40, like people have these little bullshit sayings, you know, to try and cheer you up. You know, it'd be like, oh, 30 is the new 20. I'm like, no, it's not. Okay, because if you actually think about that, it would make a really strong case if you were to uno reverse for R. Kelly and P. Diddy in court. They'd be like, Your Honor, as you've heard, a 15 is the new 25. But anyway, I'm not sure if you've noticed by now, but I've got a bit of a beard and a stammer. You know, it's quite interesting having a stammer. I've had one my whole life. There's one thing I still don't understand about it, and that is I talk slow, but I come fast. How does that work? You know what? I'm actually looking for a girl, like, you know, who also has a stammer, so we can relate. But I think the only issue we might have is that we can't necessarily have a safe word. Yeah, you know, I'm actually, you know what? I think we need more mainstream representation of the people in the media who have a stammer. So here's my idea. Imagine you had a stammering superhero. So instead of the Flash, it'd be called the Strobe. Actually, guys, you know what? Just ignore everything I've just said. This isn't even as a stammer. The reception on this is just really shit. So anyway, guys, you know what? It's actually quite interesting. I've not told anyone at home that I'm actually doing stand up. So my mum honestly thinks like this right now. Yeah, I'm on a date. Honestly, I wish it were true, man. I'd much rather be out there trying to lay a girl than trying to do this. But yeah, anyway, you know what? My dad has reached that age right now where he's starting to do like really weird shit. like the latest of his crimes, I can only describe it as what's called a toothbrush, right? Hear me out. So instead of like a normal person waking up in the morning, you using a normal toothbrush, he'll just wake up and he'll be like, I'm like, dude, you know what? That's fine. You do you, but I don't get why he has to use mine. So anyway, guys, yeah, you know, it's quite interesting. I've been a stammer, you know what I mean? You know, if you have any type of disability, people always try and relate to you. You know what I mean? Like for example, I had a mate come up to me the other day. He was like, "EMA, have you seen the King's Speech?" I mean, obviously, you know, he didn't say it like that because that would be mean. And yeah, you know, it's quite interesting, the King's Speech, because I remember at the time when it first came out, it did so well, this huge media storm, and you know what I mean. But now watching it back after many years, like you start to realize a few things. Like, first of all, it's produced by the Weinstein Company, which is great. So now watching it back, you know, I'm like, oh, thank you so much, Harvey Weinstein. I also have a stammer. Hashtag me too. Yeah, people are always like, oh, you know who else has a stammer? Ed Sheeran. For fuck's sakes. But you know what? I would honestly rather have a stammer for the rest of my life than be a ginger.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Anyway,
Bobby, your final joke
yeah.
was your best joke.
Oh, thank you.
The final joke. Okay, guys, I'll go first on this one. Was you on last week?
I was, yeah, but I was having a lot of issues with my signal.
You ain't got to
And
do the stutter anymore, brother.
that's not the stuff. I was actually having issues with my
The bit's over.
Wi-Fi.
I'll be real here. Last week you killed it. I loved you.
Oh, okay.
It might be because you was last on. I felt you was monotone throughout.
Okay.
No, there was no emotion on it. I felt like you was trying to tell me about your life, but I haven't actually learned anything about your life.
Okay.
It took a bit too long to get to the punchline, but your ginger joke at the end killed it. It brought me back.
Yeah. Okay.
If it was a Gong Show, I would have fucked you off. But if I'd watched you on a 5, I'd have been like, you know what, calm. He brought it back at the end. This is new material, yeah?
I mean, obviously, I do a lot of this, you know, like I do most of it in like a normal set. Yeah, a bit of it. No, actually, no. This is my normal stuff. It's my first time ever doing like a digital Gong Show, so you know.
Yeah. Well, we sort of changed it up from not being a Gong Show to just doing your 5, and we talk about it
of
after.
course.
And like,
Yeah.
take the advice, fuck the advice. It's different on stage to it is online.
Oh,
I
yeah.
completely
Oh,
respect
yeah,
that,
of course.
100%. But
Mhm.
I stand by. I felt like you was telling me about your life, but I don't know anything about Bobby still.
Right.
But the ginger joke killed. That's a nugget you got there.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Where are you from?
So I'm from Bradford.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm from I'm from Bradford. I've been doing stand up for just over a year.
Yeah.
I
see Cash hyping up in the comment section here. I still owe
Yeah,
him 50
yeah.
quid from last Monday. Don't worry, Cash.
That's
Coming
my
your
brother.
way. Don't fucking worry.
That's my brother. That's my brother. Yeah. That's my boy, Cash right there. We both did the ultra course. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey this past few, obviously a year. I got to perform in front of some big names. I got to perform in front of Omid Jalili and Paul Chowdhury.
The start game's
He
over,
was
mate.
running.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is the start thing genuine before I feel like a massive prick here?
Huh? Yeah.
That's
No,
real.
yeah.
Well, now I feel
Yes,
like a prick
yeah.
here.
Of
I
course,
thought that was a bit.
A bit, and
Yeah.
honestly, you know what? You explain it to me, right? Who in their life would put on a stammer and make their life easier, especially doing stand up? It's like it's the only thing that you use is your voice, speak. So yeah. No, actually, I do have a stammer.
Okay, well, I feel like a massive dickhead now.
No, it's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
So I'm going to pass the blame over to Danny, who texted me to say, mention the stutter. Danny, what are your opinions?
I'm going to use a stutter, I think, to stretch my 5 minutes to 10. Brilliant idea. I really like the ginger joke, but I think, I don't know, either the safe word or the me too was the better jokes for me.
Okay.
And like Dan said, I think the takeaway from tonight is delivery.
Yeah, true.
Which
I
is
get that. It's just that, no, I get
No,
it.
go,
Obviously, I
Bobby,
don't know
Bobby,
all
clash
do.
back. Fuck him.
No.
Huh?
Clash back, fuck him. Like, talk freely.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, I normally, obviously, I normally do like middle 10s or 15s. I don't ever do gong shows. And plus, it's weird because like normally when I tell those jokes, I'm on a stage with a mic. Here, I just feel like I'm FaceTiming you guys. Is a completely different skill set. You know what I mean? And plus, also, you know that a safe word joke. It was a joke of the night when I performed it from the homage.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. But obviously, you guys know better. So I'm
No, I get that. Danny, anything else?
Not really. Just done really well considering there's no audience feedback.
I think as well, going on last, obviously it's not the easiest spot. You've had to be really patient and see everyone else. Your delivery was very chilled, I thought. Like I think you learned from last week, but you kind of had to give a little bit more to stand out, because like you saw with is it Michael Kyle, it was like getting towards the end of the night and all of a sudden he did the woo, and I think towards the end, if you know you're going to be at the end, you sort of have to just give a little more to get our attention and stuff.
And also, guys, you know what? This is actually true. Like when I said in my set that nobody at home knows I'm actually doing a stand up. That's actually true.
Oh,
so
wow.
like, hence, yeah, it's actually true. Hence why I'm actually in my bedroom. I'm just trying to keep it down so my family don't hear me. So hence, it might sound a bit chill, but I'm just trying to keep my double life away
I'm
from
not
the
lie,
family.
Bobby, I want to hear more about that.
Yeah, man.
That's what I want to
yeah.
hear.
So it's true.
But
So
what's it? When you listen to comedians, you want to hear about them. Anyone when you when you hear people doing dating app shit or ex-girlfriend shit, it's so I know you haven't done that tonight. It's so fucking repetitive after a night.
It is.
And when you're on the set,
yeah.
when you're on the circuit, you hear it so much. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about, like example, you're not gonna tell your family until you made it, or do you know what I mean? How they
exactly.
disapprove until the first paycheck comes in. I want to hear the Bobby story.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus also, hence why in my set, when I said that, like, like my mom thinks I'm on a date. That's actually true, because every time, like, honestly, Cash will even swear to this.
Well, you didn't see what
Anytime I
Cassius
go
wrote,
out
did you?
for a gig, yeah, exactly. So like, like every time I go out for like a gig or something, I always have to put up a snap of food, because my family all follow me on Snap. It's like I'm sort of running out of reusing old food stuff and like everything. So yeah.
But there's
fun.
material there. There's so many things you could do. Like, when you first tell people, "Oh, I'm a stand-up comedian," they're like, "Oh, great." Yeah. If you then have this whole scenario in your head where you tell people, "I'm a stand-up comedian," ping, I'm alive at the Apollo. Ping, here's some big fat paycheck. There's so much material you've got from there, and doing those little secret snaps and stuff. It's brilliant. It's so different. So yeah, definitely use that.
No, I absolutely, no, I absolutely am. I think what, hence why, you said it sounded like a bit chill. I think I was just trying to play it a bit like low key, like I'm just having a conversation with my mate. Right?
Well,
Yeah,
I've just
that's
texted. I've
awesome.
just texted your mum, anyways, Bobby, saying going into your room. He's not masturbating. You know, he's
appreciate
trying
that.
to do stand up. It's even worse.
You're outing him.
Exactly. And you know what? Kids stay in school.
No, I appreciate. How often did you come down to London?
Yeah, but you know what? I come down every now and then. I came. Obviously, I was there at the end of June to watch Trevor Noah. He was at the Apollo.
Was that a
I
photo
did.
or by choice?
Yeah. No, I came. Yeah, and I did a big belly. You know
Where'd you do that?
the Gong Show. Yeah,
No,
that
no.
they have
When
on
did you do it?
every Saturday. Huh?
Well, last Saturday.
Yeah, no, yeah. No. So I did that back in June.
Okay, no, because I've been there for the last 2 Saturdays.
Oh no, yeah, no. So I did that back in June. It was the end of June. I think it'd been like the 28th of June. Yeah, so I remember I came down to watch Trevor Noah on the 28th of June, and then of course the show was in the evening. So I thought that let me just try and squeeze in like a little Gong Show like beforehand, and then on the Monday I did a Big Belly, which sorry, a Comedy Store, which was absolutely brutal. Like they
They're
really
killers.
do not give a fuck.
They're
Like
killers,
they
brother.
really.
They're killers.
Huh?
They're killers, mate. When I
Oh
did.
yeah. They literally want blood. Like literally, dude. I'm not even lying. Like, there was a guy in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
right, who had like a puppet act or something, and they like booed his ass off after 40 seconds. I'm like, yo, if they booed him off, right, and he's white, you know, like I don't stand a chance.
Mate, it took him longer to get on the fucking stage.
Yeah, exactly, man.
There's
Honestly,
no ramp on that.
it was
There's
wild.
no ramp at the Gong Store, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
No, I get it. But yeah.
Exactly, but I mean, obviously, like I said, I don't normally do gong shows. I mainly do like I'm mainly doing like a regular middle tens where I'm a
Yeah,
lot
feel
more
that.
sort of animated on stage,
So,
and you
okay,
know, so yeah.
Bobby, I felt you played it very safe tonight, and I want to
Okay,
ask
okay,
I want to ask one quite final question. Give me your
sure.
most offensive joke.
Ooh, my most offensive
Yeah.
joke. Well, see,
I
I'm
want you
not
to grow
really
hair on
an
Danny's
offensive.
head.
Oh, okay.
So that laugh there brought the camera to him.
Danny, actually no,
Oh, what?
he's just wearing on a wig. I don't know.
But Bobby, appreciate it,
Honestly,
brother.
I'm yeah. All right, brother.
I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
it,
Thank
mate.
you.
When you're next in London, let me know, yeah? Because I hit the clubs often. I'll come
I
watch your
will do,
stuff.
my friend. I will do. Thanks.
All right. Take care, man. Well, guys, I don't know how many acts that was. I know we completely changed the course of the night from being a Gong Show to letting people come on and we critique them. So let's be bitchy here. And I'll start with Kimberly first because she is the
I'm the
queen
biggest
bitch of the
bitch.
north. Although you've been nice tonight, actually.
Yeah, it's my first time, and obviously, like,
You're still thinking about the fisting, aren't you?
yeah, that's proper throw me for the night. Honestly, me and Andrew got plans later.
I mean, I'm going to say Dickens again just to piss off the chat 'cause I'm getting the name wrong every 5 seconds.
Keep saying that.
What was your highlight of the night, and
Highlight.
who needs to go reevaluate their life a little bit?
D for me did it.
Yeah.
That she's my vibe, she's my demographic. I absolutely loved her. I think she smashed it. I think I even learned something, and I thought I knew a lot. Absolutely loved it. I also loved T-shirt guy. What was his name? Josh. I thought the use of props in his delivery was very, very good. As soon as he took up like about trends and that, and then the Philip Schofield T-shirt come out, I'm like, yeah.
He's one
of the best jokes of the evening. And obviously I always love Emerson. I see him a lot at Hot Water and he's so adorable. I felt sorry for Rose. I think the whole thing threw her a bit. You know, she even admitted defeat a minute in. It'd be nice to see her back and see what she is capable of. Like you said, she gave a good podcast interview.
My first, I lost my V card to her on the podcasting, not well that as well, but
Your first girl, yes,
Yeah,
because I did ask you on mine. How many
my
girls
first
have you
person
had?
in general, not my first Julie. My first person in general.
Was it Nikita? He was your second, wasn't he?
He was
Oh, by
second.
the way, he got drunk and fell asleep.
I respect that more than not blanking me.
So he said he'd be on next week.
If he's allowed on. Are you playing nepotism a little bit here?
He's my Spitfire baby. He's one of my babies.
I thought
so...
Emerson was your baby. How many babies have you fucking got?
Well, Nikita started at Spitfire,
Right.
and I actually work with him as well.
What, in general?
Yeah. I work at a merchandisers, and there's a big warehouse, and he works in the warehouse.
I thought you was gonna work at D Dickens' fucking sexual hotline.
No, but if I ever get a bit skint, I've got the imagination for it. So I imagine you'll be calling me quite a lot because you can't get past the VPN.
No.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I felt sorry for Rose. And I'd like to see what else Emma Chick's got up her sleeve. But yeah, it's been a strong night. It's definitely been interesting.
Are you ready to do this 8 hours a day for 4 days?
I
jump
would
on
like
when
to
you
be
want.
a big part of that. Yes.
Yeah, but I will be in talk with D Dickens because I think she'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm now saying her name wrong on purpose just to piss people off. Like, as as comedians, you live to troll as well, a little bit.
This is why I know you and Josh are going to get on well. I feel like when he's a judge, we're just
I
I'm
won't
going
be
to end up.
attending that night. I'm not ready for him. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for him. Danny, what about you? Highs and lows.
It was a really good night. I think started off with a bit of a low, but that was a technical issue. Couldn't hear him.
Fuck you. Yeah, Andy's good. The pirate's good. Needs his fucking audio out.
Just a bit. There was some good bits on mental health, which from different ends of the spectrum, which was really good. I think Dee won it, to be honest.
Is that your winner? Sorry, Danny. Kimberly, who was your winner?
Dee.
Dee, cool. Danny, continue.
But due to the quality of it, I've got 4 second places as well.
Fuck me.
I know.
Danny, you've never come second in your life, mate. So how do you know so much about this?
I don't know.
I do.
Always take gold. That's the only way. Yeah, I think they were all really good, especially I can't read my own writing. The second person, was it Jennifer?
Oh yeah, Jenny, yeah, Belgian
I think
girl.
she reminded me a bit of Kristen Schall or whatever her name is. To be honest,
Jennifer G.
She's got a career in ASMR. Audible, 50 Shades of Grey. I'd come 5 times a night listening to that.
Are you going to broadcast that live as well, or?
It's all live. Oh yeah, yeah. The on-screen fucking 3D visualization comes at you, literally.
Have to get Dee involved in that as well, then.
Mate, she's doing the AI for me.
Really loved Emerson as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, Josh with the t-shirts, definitely. But it was a really nice mix of all different styles and everything else as well.
I wholeheartedly agree. I thought there was a much variety of acts. I felt the night got better as it went on because people were learning the process more. And I don't want to big her up so much, because she's Welsh. I don't like that as it is. But Charles Dickinson, whatever her fucking name is, wait for that bit. Yeah, she showed how you do it online. She didn't need the crowd, and she killed it. And I applaud that. And one thing I did like about that is, like, I'm a sucker for learning about people's own stories. I love hearing perspectives I don't know about. I can tell you stories about being a white male, jokes, whatever. I love hearing about other people's stories, their own lives, their own virtues, and okay, how do I say this politely? I love hearing about a wrong 'un with a breath of fresh air. Because we're all fucked up. And I love hearing. that perspective you never see coming. And, you know, it just hits you like a train. Sorry, Emerson, I had your erection over that bit. But I love, you know when you see it and you do not see it coming, and it just hit you so hard, and she just had me engaged the whole time. I think we had a lot of great comedians on, truly, who are probably better on the stage than they are in front of people. So delivery, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but you still need to deliver it correctly.
Yeah.
Even at this stage, every opportunity is an opportunity. If this might not be your cup of tea, but treat it like work in progress. Learn how to deliver stuff. Learn how to speak in front of people. Because we've all done open mic. We've all done it where you're playing in front of 5 other comedians who all aren't looking. This is the same. Learn how to deliver. And you will kill it. So applause for, all of them. And anyone I've said tonight to give me a message, because when it comes to the South, I know a lot of promoters, and we'll take care of that. Closing notes?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're still learning as we go along, but I absolutely really enjoyed tonight. It was so good. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's some people I really want to see in Spitfire if they can get to me. Yeah, I think this is the start. This is going to be the start of something fantastic. I think when people start realizing, like, with the exposure and, you know, like you said, learning how to work with Zoom and stuff, it'll just give them another elevation to their comedy and I think it'll be a good way of getting past those, like, dead audiences. Like, they can just deliver without having to worry about the interaction as well. So yeah, everyone smashed it. Well done, everyone.
Danny?
There's not much more I can add to that, but apart from, work on the delivery, it's all been really good. Not doing too well at this being a bit of a prick, am I? I should try harder next time.
I do think we need to up the cunt level a little bit. I'm going to throw that out there.
I think we do, yeah.
But it's hard when there's no crowd to defend you. Par Josh. But he'll be... Okay, I'll tell you now, Josh needs to do a set before he's allowed to judge.
Yeah.
Do three of us agree on that?
Yeah.
There we go.
He is actually good. Like, he's
don't hype him. Don't hype. We're not allowed to do this. Right. Danny, thank you. Kimberly, thank you.
Have
Love
we got
you
a winner?
guys. What?
Have we got a winner?
Oh. Okay.
Now we'll just split the winnings between us.
No, we're not. Okay, not many people watching now. Let me say now, everyone, put in your winner right now. Josh, you can fuck off. Who's the winner? I said, Josh, you can fuck off. I like Emerson. There we go. I agree.
How many's left? 14. Need a couple more votes. Us.
Yeah, the chat is actually the winner tonight for enduring the technical difficulties. Like I said, we're doing this 2 more times on 2 more Mondays before we're ready to roll out live 4 times a week. So this is just ironing out the kinks. Hey, Johnny, love you, mate. So, you know, I like the self-ego. But, yeah.
I think it's unanimous.
Oh, it feels like a flow. But no, I agree. Charles Dickelson. D, you won tonight. I made you a tier 1 on the Discord, which means whenever you are ever online, you always guaranteed a spot to come on here and to do your set. So well done. It's only 3 of us, but I'll give the applause to the girl. Well done, D. You fucking smashed it, girl. So, yeah. Danny, I'd like to say it's a pleasure, but I've looked at your face too much. No, it's become a borderline annoyance. Well done for tonight.
Yeah.
Give
Thanks
it
for
to
having
you.
me.
See you later.
Kimberly, you've been an absolute pleasure.
As
You're
usual.
not the bitch I gave the portfolio out to be.
I'm working on it.
You were building up, yeah?
I'm building on it.
Building
Yeah.
up.
It's
Okay.
easy to be horrible to you. You just got one of them faces.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean? You love me. Be
What's
rude
this
to me. Go on then. What would you say about me?
Right, okay. I honestly believe you have got a humiliation kink, but you're probably one of these who's got that humiliation kink. But you know, do you get a boner when the kids in the street call you a fat nonce?
There we go. That's enough of Kimberly. Well done, everyone. Fuck. Go. Can't learn about my boner kinks, can you? That's inappropriate, is it? Go. Time and a place, people. Time and a place. Guys, honestly, like I said, this is a learning curve. We're doing another 2 Mondays until we're ready to roll 4 times a week, 8 hours a time. We want it to be not a safe place for comedians because you need to learn the honest truth. We are people. Anyone who's a judge has earned their stripes in the industry. We've done our time. We know how. How's that put? We know how comedy works. It's why we got to where we are, and we're getting. You see what I mean? Keep on at it. Every comedian's line needs to be absolutely commended. It's harder than what it looks, and I truly mean that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? Actually, fuck it. I will open next week. I will do a 5-minute spot. And you guys can heckle the shit out of me. Not Josh, he'll be banned. I'm not allowed in. But yeah, we'll commend it. Guys, absolute pleasure. Thank you ever so much. Please make sure you're following and subscribing. We do an episode daily on Releasing Podcasts where we sit down and interview comedians, the likes of Alistair Barry, Ed Brumpson, Lou Conran, Al Murray, Ali Woods. We had some absolutely fantastic comedians on. Thank you for supporting, guys. It's all about live comedy, and we appreciate it. Thank you ever so much, guys. I wish you